How about the penis head?
Let's see. Crank this open a little bit.
You think I can't reach you over there?
It's like, I know you can't. Sup?
You stopped.
Okay, that's gonna fit over there.
I can give you the window. I'll be nice to you. Yeah, your clean clothes are down there. Come here, Blinky boy. Really quickly. Oh, would you be Blinky boy? Up. There you go. Only get that window for a little bit. Use it wisely.
That is amazing. IVHS and fuck. That's
He's
awesome.
got the best fucking hats, man.
Beautiful. Oh, let me hit reconnect on this thing. There we go. I get an excellent view of two ceilings and myself.
Perfect.
Want down? Yes. What's your big boy words?
You know, they should really tell you where to start on the map and not just label the first encounter.
Why would they do that?
Start us right by the first encounter. Problem solved.
I like it. The
Think
first
of all the time we'll save.
All the time. Do you have chipstick? Yes. We need to buy more. I don't have any.
Same shit.
Yes. I like that shit. You're not getting his food. Does he have food down still?
There was some when we came in.
Okay. I mean, last time I fed him was noon, and he still had some food. Like he ate 3 bites of it.
Yeah, I came out there and he was eating the dry food and crying out the soggy wet food because there was all the dry food in it.
I had some like he ate through one of the little ones and was still hungry, so I was trying to mix in.
Yeah, I just don't bother.
Okay.
So,
I am here.
But you still tried doing a little bit of it.
I made the mistake of calling my parents, and then they started yelling at me about being a
BRB real quick.
socialist.
Nope, not getting that one.
That's a you.
Different cat food, real good price. Rachel Ray.
Can't do it.
No, I
Can't.
didn't even.
Like, that's not even.
Like,
that's
I
not
moused
even.
over and saw the thing. I'm like, nah, we're done here.
Not even remotely a debate. But yeah, since he hasn't been eating the dry food, I dropped off more of it with Jeremy. Yeah, apparently like the box that I put it in.
I don't remember this map.
I don't either, and I was thinking it maybe because I was a little drunk. But if I'm not the only one, I feel better.
You know what? Actually, I think we just kind of stuck on the Waterdeep map and until we got to the end, and now we're in wherever we were going.
I don't remember he said he was putting us here.
So I forget. Since it's been 2 weeks, are we hunting down the wizard scalps, or are we doing something else?
Anything that moves, that's what we're hunting.
All right, I'm game. I got spells to burn, baby.
Except for whatever Sean wants us to kill. Those we're going to avoid.
Oh yeah, we talked to that council and we were still like debating over what we were going to side with or something because can't please them all.
Right, yeah, because there's like a whole point system based on what we do if we metagame it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So I bought those Xanthar's Guide to Everything spell cards, just so I could have cards for the spells that I have that aren't in the base arcane. I should cast this one. Toll the Dead.
Nice.
What is it, Toll the Dead?
Toll the Dead.
What does that do?
It's a damage spell that targets wisdom saves, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. So you point at one creature you can see within range, and then the sound of dolorous bells fill the air around it for a moment. Succeeds the saving throw or takes necrotic damage. The nice thing about it is if it has any damage to it, it takes even more damage.
Yeah, you don't want to use it as the first hit on something, but real good when someone's dead.
And necrotic damage is great because it's not health they can recover until they take I think a short or a long rest.
Thank you for dinner.
You-
The fuck up.
I didn't know how hungry you were, so I was like, I'll get 10 and you can put them in the fridge.
10 tacos from Taco Bell.
No.
10 tacos from Mi Rancho.
Way cheaper.
And better, I'm sure.
Yeah, they hand make the tortillas and they're a buck a taco.
Oh, yeah. That's how you do it. I just go to Del Taco because they do 70-cent tacos there.
Yeah, it's a butcher shop, and whatever they're butchering that day, they'll throw on. They have a grill back there, so they're like, "Yeah, just point to what you want, and we'll grill it."
That's nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Then you can take it home, the meat, if you want to do it on your own. You're like, all right. They're also like a little Mexican patisserie. Like they do all their own baking, all these neat little pastries and stuff, and they've got spices all in there, and pinatas and shoes and tortas.
Oh,
like it's
best tortas.
It's an interesting little shop. But to me, they're the best tacos in town.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, because they don't put all the like fancy shit in it. And
No, they
all
don't
their
put hipster bullshit. They just put tacos.
and you're not paying for like shit tons of salsa. This is the salsa they give you with 5 tacos.
They just saw me like standing there awkwardly on my phone.
Yeah, they saw you standing awkwardly on your phone.
At least I have on pants.
I don't have on pants.
I know. Sounds like a you problem.
Doesn't sound like a
I'm
problem to
reading
me.
about how to.
Renee, is that your thing?
I frequently forget pants in my own house.
It's not a forget thing. I stripped them off right before we started.
Right?
That's the way to go.
I specifically put on pants for this.
I specifically take them off. I need to be comfortable while I'm drinking.
Well, you're doing this Twitch stream thing, and apparently they don't like nudity.
Well, that's why I have underwear on.
Oh.
I don't.
thought you
I
were
mean,
going to be.
I'm not freeballing here.
Yeah, we heard the word comfortable and we got confused.
I'm
Sorry.
just walking him back to bed with no words. So that's the strategy
Okay.
to see how he.
I didn't know you meant restrained.
They can hear you, by the way.
I know. I can
Okay.
hear him fucking stomping. He's opened the fucking door.
That was my beer.
Not anymore. You're married. It's our beer.
You're married, it's a beer.
Unless you get shit beer. Then it's your beer. God, I was high the last time we did this. My notes make no sense whatsoever.
I drank a bottle of wine with Anne before I came home, and then I took hits off the dab rig. Yeah, I've got like no recollection of what happened last time.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get as high as I got last time to make any of this make sense.
And then it won't make sense next time.
Wait. The game?
I have notes and like none of it makes sense.
I'm gonna recap you. Don't worry.
I kind of like
Appreciate it.
read through to get a general sense of where I was, and I'm like, these aren't words. I've got like numbers thrown in where words should be. You know,
You made it to 1, and it's great here, but it's only like 360. And also 50%.
I need to make a little journal for my spells.
You should do that. Oh, we should play in-person D&D. Then we can have all these cool little accessories and props.
ooh,
I just opened up our last thing.
I mean, I got all my spells.
like this
Spells and
I
spells
need
and spells and
I need a
spells.
person.
Oh, I only got my book.
Oh, because I have the penis hat. Okay.
I've got
Only
more
thing I
spells.
need.
More spells. Lots of spells.
Ooh. Many spells.
The nice
This-
thing about the Xanthars, Pikey,
Ooh.
is that it has all of the bard stuff as well.
Ooh, nice.
This is y'all's report card from the council.
Uh-oh.
Shit's not going well.
F across the board.
How are we doing?
You haven't done anything yet.
That's never stopped an instructor from giving me a grade before.
That's specifically why they've given me grades like before.
Yeah.
They have to hear word of your failure at least before they fail
Do
you.
they just make the safe bet.
I mean, it depends on how long it takes you to get back.
I mean, have you seen Archer before?
Oh,
We're like
yes.
Yeah, we're like the ISIS of the world. They just hear us coming and they assume it's all going to shit.
It's like, you know what? Just man the door. They're not getting in.
They're not getting in.
Watch us.
Or they specifically build the plan around us being the distraction and they've actually got a decent team coming in. We're the decoy.
That is absolutely Archer.
Yeah. They're like, no, they're gonna fuck it up.
Can I
We
go
don't know.
farther this? Oh, I can go farther this way. I have new hardware. I got a new ultra wide screen monitor, and this thing is so fucking great. I think I hear a screaming baby
That's yours.
or a cat.
Oh, well,
Still mine.
That might-
Toddler might think he's a cat.
Because at Diamond Dungeons and Dragons, he's been role playing a cat, and now he thinks he is one.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Probably worshiping the devil too.
Okay, they have 3 minutes, and then we're getting started without them.
What?
I hope y'all survive the first encounter down 2 people.
Wait, what?
We've got Gundren. We'll be fine.
Yeah, you can. I guess you only have to be as fast as your slowest person, or faster than your slowest person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
up,
I don't
Bear?
have to be faster than the bear. I just have to be faster than the person running the bear with me.
Continue.
Okay, I'll continue.
On me.
I'll ignore you. That sounds good. I'm giving Danielle and Jeff 2 minutes before we get started.
Can we put my penis hat into rotation then?
Your penis hat does not get a turn.
It totally gets a turn.
It does 1d10 of piercing damage.
If you would like to sacrifice your action to headbutt someone with it, that's you.
That's happening.
I don't know.
Because she is a fucking beast.
Wait, can I mail the penis hat in your like magical mailbox with a headbutt attached?
I don't think so. I don't know that it'll fit one. To the person receiving it is what it's in there.
Penis hat headbutt. Fair enough.
Like, who's gonna open that?
Gundren.
Which kitty or which kitty?
Just mail it to Gundren right beside you.
There's 2 big kitties now. Okay. So whichever big kitty.
I mean, to be fair, I do get a short rest, so if we're about to take one up.
Tastes like happy.
His mirror. I was like, how do I see 5 on your screen but not on mine? And he's over here. That's fucking with me.
Fucking mirrors, how do they work?
Celebrities, do they know things? What do they know? Let's find out.
Yeah, every time people things, mirrors really fuck with me too. Like, I can't understand how I can see around corners. Coming out of the bathroom, the 2 in the hallway, and I'm like, I can see the entranceway. I'm like, this isn't gonna be.
Are we gonna have to cover the mirrors the next time?
Oh man.
Alright. I'm getting an adult beverage.
Can you grab me a water and a beer?
I will.
All right, Pikey's late. It's 8 o'clock.
So,
Kick her from the game.
so Clay, if you want to combine the two, if you want a beer and a water, just get a Bud.
No. I said I wanted beer and water, not garbage and water. Then again, I'm drinking vitamin R, so it's not that much better than Bud.
Hey man, I've resigned some nights to just drinking like Black Label.
Like Johnny Walker?
No. There's this Canadian beer called Black Label, and it's basically Canadian PBR.
Ah. I do love me some Molson's, and if you ever get a chance to try Moosehead, it's like Canadian beer mixed with skunky weed. As far as
Oh yeah, I've had Moosehead before. I like it.
I used to get the owner of one of the liquor stores I worked with to like order it by the case so that I could buy it because no one in town stole it.
Nice. Yeah, we only have one liquor store around here that sells it, and it's down the street.
Was it Sherlock's? Not Sherlock's.
No, yeah, it's Sherlock's.
Okay. Total Wine doesn't carry it?
You know, I've actually never checked there. Now that I think about it, they probably have it. They probably do have it.
I typically get my beer from there.
Yeah, they have a pretty good selection of stuff. I just go to Sherlock's because it's a 5-minute drive down the street from me.
Beer,
I do my beer runs when I do my REI runs.
Oh yeah, you probably haven't lived here long enough, but those 2 stores, the Total Wine and the REI, used to be combined, and it used to be a media play.
A media play.
Yeah,
That's not a word I've heard in a very long time.
What about Hastings?
Hastings. Yeah, I haven't heard that one either.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're getting started.
DM.
Hail and well met, adventurers. You've made it on time. On time. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, the party at large and Gundren were hunting a dwarf wizard named Verum. They are under a contract to hunt important wizards of note for the Council of Waterdeep, and y'all have been trailing this poorly escaping wizard as he runs through the hills with his mercenary comrades. And you have come upon a campsite in front of what appears to be a giant tomb.
Okay. And that's what we're in right now.
That is where you are right now.
Whoa, what was that you said, Clay?
I'd forgotten about the wizard thing. We're still good for 38,000 gold per head, right?
If that's what you want to think. But
Yeah.
what's her name isn't here to say yes or no.
I think that, silence is consent, so.
She's not here! Whatever Silmarn wants to think he can, I'm sure there will be repercussions for those thoughts later.
Probably not.
We'll figure out. She's I think she's like some gifted mage. She is not even here. You're showing no one.
Yeah.
Not even a real name.
Stephanie just showed me and started giggling maniacally, so.
Oh, sounds like we acquired a Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah, since they moved my my work time an hour later, it makes it really hard. Like, if there's anything that holds me up at all, there's no way for me to get here on time.
750 gold for.
So, you just missed it, Jeff. You're hunting a dwarf wizard named Verum. You've trailed him to what appears to be a tomb, and you have reached a campsite that it appears that someone has camped here recently, and I gotta drag this out a little bit to get you in the picture.
Too bad we don't have our ranger to do rangery things to tell us just how long.
Well, I would like to point out that last time you didn't have your ranger to do something, you did it, Scott, and you got attacked by a bunch of lizards.
Yeah, which is why I'm not doing it this time.
Let's do that again.
Where the hell are we?
I have keener sense of smell on us.
Is this like a special map?
This is a new map.
It looks all fancy.
It is bought and paid for by me. I did that.
Thank you.
Well, should we PayPal you some money to contribute?
No, you can PayPal me money when we start the next adventure that costs more than
That's
X.
fine. I mean, that's only fair.
I will contribute.
It depends on what adventure we want to do.
Yeah.
Jeff will do PayPal. I'll Gmail it to you. Steph will Venmo you.
And then I'll cut
Full
myself.
For
of
the
pennies.
fellatio forest.
I'll
I accept Fellatio Forest coupons.
Yeah.
put a bunch of pennies in a box and mail it to you.
A bunch.
I'm
Instead of
curious
waiting
how
for
much the
a box.
shipping will cost you.
Yeah. We'll take a sock full of nickels and just sling it overhead and throw it in your direction.
Oh yeah, everybody loves a sock full of nickels.
It's like airmail from Washington.
I don't know, not strippers. Have you ever thrown a roll of nickels at a stripper? She does not like that.
They love that.
They love that until they get a black eye from it. All right, you've stumbled upon this camp in the and there's a campfire still burning.
So we're outside.
You're outside. You've approached this camp. There's a small campfire burning. There looks like there's some bedrolls. There are 7 shallow graves dug on the east side of the campsite.
What is that?
What is what?
This.
Oven.
I'll get to it. I'm not exactly sure yet.
Okay.
There is 7 shallow graves that have been dug, and yeah,
Is north up on this map?
north is up on this map.
Okay, and you said the graves were to the east?
Yes.
So the graves are just empty holes dug, and the bedrolls, do they look abandoned or recently used?
Give me a survival check.
Shit, there's all my shit. character sheet.
I think
Where
that's
is-
survival. I think it's a to
It's
me
all
that's like a
survival.
tracking thing, and survival is tracking.
There you go. Ooh. It's not looking good.
It's a 9.
That's a 9.
They look like they're bedrolls, and
Hey, people sleep on their shit.
you know that people sleep in them. If you'd like to relay that to the party, feel free.
Yeah.
Be like, that's some sleeping bags, y'all.
Hey guys, it looks like people slept on this shit.
You'll never guess what I found.
You'll never guess. What about the fire? Does that look recently? I
It is still burning.
warm? It is still burning.
It's barely burning, but it is still burning.
And we've got 7 empty graves dug, but not filled.
Any
Yes.
signs of a struggle?
That's a good question. Roll me a survival check, Jeff.
Survival, not investigation check.
I'm still thinking this is a tracking thing. Through your
I'm gonna
keen
bite your
survival
fingers
skills, you see indents in the ground from what you perceive could be like heavy clubs hitting the ground, and next to those bludgeon imprints, you see flecks of blood.
Where's this at?
Around the graves.
Where are the graves? I didn't see them.
Yeah, I don't see him anywhere.
Hold on. Let me see if they're actually on the map or if I'm just having to make up where they are.
Or if you're just imagining them.
I'm not imagining them. Don't worry.
Sure.
I mean, it's D&D. You kind of are.
Yeah, you're just going to have to use your imagination. They're over to the east side of the grave and between those... in between a building and a thing.
Would you
Yeah,
say
where
they're like?
where Scott's at.
So that's not the east, if north is up.
Oh, you're right. That's west.
Well, let me zoom out and actually make sure that north is up.
Oh, I thought you said west.
Why does it say north is right?
Okay, so east is up. I'm sorry, east is down, west is up.
Yeah. Okay, so you walk past them. My bad.
So it's like the hidden shrine. But the other way.
Yeah, it's the other way, just to make it extra confusing.
Jesus fuck.
What?
There are some graves south of the campsite. How about that?
Okay,
I will translate for y'all.
that's amazing. So they're down near me?
Yeah, they're down near you. Yeah, around there somewhere.
What size are the graves?
They're about humanoid size.
Like,
So you would say they're just kinda
They're about 6 or 7 feet by about 3 feet.
roughly a square.
Roughly rectangular. I have cake. Just letting you know. All right, back to it.
I was just wondering. I mean, like, we've got 7 graves and we're sent to look for. Like, is Snow White gonna pop out somewhere and start singing?
Maybe. You're looking for one dwarf, not 7. He might have.
Older.
There might be 6 other dwarves. They're all pretending to be wizards.
Mm.
What would the party like to do?
Who's got a shovel?
They're empty graves.
Gundren does not.
I know someone who might have a shovel.
I know someone who might have a shovel too, but he's reluctant to use it.
Yeah, don't do that.
Actually, let me see if I have a shovel in my pack.
Can
Might
we,
it be a packed shovel?
Nope. Not a weapon. Can't be done.
I'm very flexible with the rules for the sake of roleplay.
I have a packed M180.
I'm not that flexible.
Yeah.
I'm curious if your warlock patron would be offended if you turned your packed weapon into a shovel.
I thought you did that in the shrine. I thought you turned it into something that was not a weapon.
I constantly asked him to, and he would not.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe that was it. Maybe that was it then. All right.
I feel Dragon Man, using his superior knowledge of tactics and war stuff, says, "Hey guys,
War stuff.
war stuff. Hey guys, maybe we ought to do an optical pat down of the area before we start digging up these graves."
I like that optical pat down.
Channeling your inner Mac.
Yeah, I got
That does not sound like what the Dragon Man would say.
Yeah. I'm gonna peep into these graves. Is there anything interesting in them?
That's a good question. No. You could, as you peruse through all the buildings, you basically determined that they are all ruins and abandoned at that. There hasn't been anyone here other than at the campsite in a very long time.
Hey.
I'm gonna.
Still eating.
Davril's gonna wander a little west here and see that there's, a building which looks like it leads somewhere.
Again, these are ruins. As you
Right.
enter the ruins, you see more ruined land. These
So
are
as I
crumbling
enter-
walls, crumbling rocks.
All right, can I investigate what's in this little red thing down here? I notice.
That's a question that. Oh yeah, sure. Go roll an investigation check.
I'm gonna cover the wizard, just in case.
Just in case something jumps out.
Yeah, like some ghouls or something,
Yeah.
You happen upon this wooden chest. It looks like it's deteriorating. It doesn't have a lock, and as you crack it open easily, a rat jumps out at you and scurries off.
A giant ravenous rat.
A small, insignificant rat.
All Jeff is thinking about
Davril-
is smashing it and putting it in his bag.
Davril's gonna look out at what is this a cliffside up or a cliffside down?
Cliffside up.
Okay, so I'm looking at a dirt wall basically.
Yes, straight up for
So I
a
can't-
long
For
way.
a long time, so basically just nothing up there.
Nothing up there.
Okay. Then I'll go and investigate around the corner up here. Doesn't appear to be anything up here.
Well, I found a ladder. Let's use this ladder.
As Clay approaches the ladder, maybe the party should catch up with him.
I don't even know where he went.
Up.
I'll put you there.
Ah. Cool.
I'm gonna mass grab some tokens.
Don't grab my shit.
Mass grab.
What?
Ass grab or mass grab?
So what are these what look like structures, like statues?
These giant statues, as you approach them, you hear the sound of grinding rocks, and these colossal figures turn their massive heads to look down at you. And you, like, looking at these statues, they're faded and shattered, but you can still see what looks to be like grooves and
Okay.
what might have been facial features that have been chipped off and worn off. And in unison, while the two statues are focused in your direction, they say, "Halt! You come before Diderius, the Etherwalker and conduit of clairvoyance. Behold ye now his wondrous triumphs. Diderius extends wisdom and offers knowledge. Which do you seek?"
What the fuck?
Davril steps forward and says that he seeks knowledge.
Excellent. Diderius shall grant you what you seek, but only if you heed him and continue to show proper respect.
What respect would that be?
Proper.
May we pass?
The statues revert to their stone form.
Oh. Davril holds up a finger. Okay. So, I guess Davril will move towards the ladder that he saw along the path to the north and the east.
As you move through the middle of the statues, they come to life and murder you.
Oh no!
But they don't.
All of the sudden, Davril's son, Navril, shows up. I'm here to avenge my father!
Right,
Never.
I'm up the ladder. Come join me.
How high is the ladder climb?
That's an excellent question. It's like a 10-foot ladder.
Okay, so easily scalable.
Easily scalable. You don't even have to make a check.
Sure,
You
alright.
just like stand there and just jump.
Climb, climb, climb.
Maybe the Dragon Man can.
Just stand and jump.
Crisscross make you wanna jump.
As you climb the ladder and reach the top, you see what appears to be a giant stone door that hangs ajar. And you can... And if you wanted to investigate, you should do so, because I have something for that.
I just want to sneak through it.
Davril will look back at Numeragas and says, can your strength handle opening this big stone door?
Well, let me investigate it first and find out.
The door is ajar.
And
I'm
already
appraising
in
the door.
room.
Well, it's a big stone door, so Squishy Wizard isn't probably going to be able to push it open.
Excellent.
might break-
As Jeff, from your thorough investigation, you determined that this door was forced open.
4 times.
You can see like indentions on the wall or on the doors. Like
What type of indentions are we talking? Like clubs or fists?
almost like someone took a battering ram to it, and you could see like and it's not just on the door; it's on the frame as well. Almost as if someone was taking a battering ram and just hitting whatever they could trying to get it open.
Okay. Feel like there were probably giants involved. What about on the floor? Is there any like footsteps, dust?
You see some splinters, and you see footprints. Absolutely,
Humanoid size?
yes, humanoid size.
Okay. All right.
What's in this room that I'm in?
Have you have gone to where you were? Let me. We are going way faster than we typically go through the beginning of an adventure. So, 1 second.
Move along.
As you enter the room, and you're not there. You're there first. As you enter the room, you see 6 statues standing, 3 on each side. They appear to be like cowled wizards leaning on staves, with their faces obscured with stone hoods. And the hollows of the hoods form, the hollow area the hoods form, appear to be like intensely dark.
Like magical darkness, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, like so dark that Silmorn can't see into them.
So dark that Silmorn can't see into them.
That's pretty interesting because
Silmorn has super extra eyes, right?
anything that he can't see into.
Except for this.
So I want to check out and see what's going on then, because that is something that stands out as
And
normal.
sorry, one last thing. Scott, as you enter and gaze upon the statues, a sudden thought fills your mind. Some secrets are not meant for the mortal minds to know. Look away from the darkness in which such knowledge hides. As soon as you gaze upon the statues, that thought fills your mind.
Okay, am I in a room? Because I don't see anything.
You are now in a room.
I am now
Gotta
in a room. Okay, so the statues are all of these things you have drawn, correct?
I did not draw them, but someone did, and I appreciate it.
Oh, so there are 6 of them?
And it says gaze away from the statues?
Yes.
Alright, so immediately, Davril just brings a hand up over his eyes and recounts the voice that just visited him in thought to the rest of the party.
So you announced to us that
That I just a voice came to me in thought and told me to gaze away from the statues. So it might be a good idea to move through this room and not look at the statues.
Fuck that. I'm investigating this shit.
You are?
Yep.
Excellent.
Thought.
As you investigate the statue and look deep into the darkness, you must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Well, I guess your body is about to become a gateway to the outer planes.
These things happen.
It's almost as if your mind is filled with static. Hold on.
Your body turns to worms. Hold on, I'll be right back.
As you stare into it, it's like your mind, not static. Your mind is filled with like, it's like knowledge, but it's like you're hearing things extremely fast. It's like you're intaking knowledge very, very quickly. And I need you to make another saving throw, intelligence this time.
Did I just learn Kung Fu?
Well, we're going to find out.
Did we just become best friends?
Given the last saving throw, I'm doubtful.
What?
Holy bejesus. Okay. You like, as this knowledge starts to just pour into your brain, and you start to recognize things, and it's like you're getting smarter. I don't know how to describe it. It's like you've been brain dumped a book or something.
It's like flowers for Algernon.
Yes. And for the next 24 hours, you have advantage on intelligence checks.
That's swell.
It might be, I don't know.
I'm not gonna roll that dice. I'm gonna move through the fucking room.
I kind of expect you to investigate every single thing now. Why did this game do this to me?
Bye-bye.
Did I figure out why I can't see into this? Because that's still the only thing I'm really curious about.
Would you like to investigate it with advantage?
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and make a DC saving throw for looking in the darkness again.
Is that wisdom?
Yes. Okay, now go ahead and make an intelligence check for as you stare into as you're getting brain dumped again.
Nice.
All right. You learn nothing. You stare into the darkness and you blink.
On an 18, I learned nothing?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's an intelligent. Sorry, I was looking at that. Hold on. It's a save. And you have advantage on intelligence checks, not saves.
Okay.
So you look into the darkness again and you blink. And you are not dumped any additional knowledge. Sorry.
Well, I'm gonna hit it with my hammer.
All right.
Where's my hammer?
As you rear back your hammer, Scott's character recalls the words proper respect.
Well, it's darkness, right? We're in darkness.
No, you're not.
Oh, okay. I have my eyes covered, remember?
Okay.
Makes it real hard for him to intervene.
I can't see into them to look into the darkness, so I'm just...
So guess what just happened?
I see what just happened. You smashed this statue to the ground.
Alright, as he smashed the statue, Davril cries out, "We have to maintain proper respect. We don't want anything bad to happen." What did you do?
As you continue to cover your eyes.
What did you do?
It made me angry by refusing to teach me.
Alright, so move along.
To
You
this
killed
one?
it. No?
Move to this one?
Out of the fucking room.
Right, is there anything interesting in the rubble of the statue?
No.
Any dark parts? Or did I
No,
miss it?
nothing.
Problem solved then.
Davril is just gonna
What
start-
problem?
I couldn't see it, and now I can see all the parts of it.
Davril stumbles into the wall on the eastern side. What does Davril feel?
The door.
Davril pushes on the door.
As you, where the fuck is Gundren?
Not with us.
Does anyone else have control of Gundren?
Nope.
Oh god, yeah, where is Gundren? Did I have control of Gundren?
Why don't
You
you
moved
just
us all
why don't
away.
you just give him global token control?
Oh, look, Smoking. Are we just dragging her and him?
I'm assuming she's being dragged by her hair, as typical.
Oh yeah, Gundren's got her by the hair, just
Yeah.
dragging her along.
That's what happens when you don't show up.
Yeah. You get the Gundren mobile.
Oh, the ladder must have been up.
Hunk hunk. Basically, the letters come up with us.
Can be edited or controlled by all players.
The bow got stuck in it. It's just
All right.
really picking shit up.
As the statue was destroyed, it's like, Scott, you could just feel, it's like the air is heavier.
Yeah.
It's like everything looks a little bleaker.
Uh-oh.
Not that statue. That statue looks amazing. I can see all of it.
Okay, so I guess as you just kind of feel the air get a little heavier around it, I'm like, guys, we better keep moving.
Yep, let's go see what's in the next room. So someone can smash some other priceless artifact.
Excellent. As you enter into the next room,
Priceless, worthless.
and Gundren drags in Spokane,
Who's got the ladder attached to it?
you see this high vaulted dome with a deep inset ledge circling the room that's about 10 feet wide, 15 feet up. The floor has this beautiful like tile mosaic showing a knight in like heavy armor wielding a glowing sword against a chimera. And
Yeah.
go ahead,
Can I do a history check on that?
if you'd like to.
Hell yeah, I'd like to. Um, 7.
It's like it's fuzzy. Your brain is fuzzy. It's like you've seen this before.
Okay.
You don't know where, but the imagery of this, you looking down on it from the you looking down on it, is familiar to you.
Okay.
Deja vu here.
Deja vu from that perspective.
Interesting. Okay. All right. And you said it was a knight in shining armor.
Fighting a knight in heavy armor wielding
Heavy armor.
a glowing sword, fighting a chimera.
Okay.
And this is a big statue?
It's a tile mosaic on the floor.
And as you also in the room, there is the word "safe" written in chalk on the door to the north. And when I say north, I mean really legit fucking north. Oh,
I'm gonna assume. Well, your video stopped.
Yes.
But we can still hear you. I'm gonna assume that it's written in common.
It absolutely is.
Okay, sorry.
And before you,
Abandoned.
and Scott, as you're looking down on the Chimera Knight mosaic, the floor starts to shift a little.
Define shift. Is it kind of like?
It's kind of like the thing in the mosaic is moving.
I
Take your
see.
microphone out of your nose.
Better?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And I need you to make a perception roll.
Sure.
I ran up and down the steps a couple times.
19.
There is something clawing its way out of the mosaic, and you notice it.
All right, I'm gonna immediately call out to Silmorn because he's probably standing in the center of it. Hey, you might want to get back. I'm assuming that's where the mosaic is.
Yes, that is where the mosaic is. I thought Scott. Sorry, I thought you were standing on it, Scott. I didn't realize it was Silmorn. That's my bad.
I'm assuming it's like that, or really like that.
It's a 4x4.
Oh, so it's that.
It's the purple.
The purple, sure. Oops. We'll delete all that shit.
Sorry, I'm assuming y'all can't see it, but I can.
Okay.
It's a weird thing.
No, I know it's a DM. You're looking at your DM map. Okay, so I call it to someone that hey, you might want to get off that mosaic. Looks like a creature's about to climb out of it.
It's hammer time.
All right. Well, as you stand on it, I have to change to a different layer. And womp womp womp.
Animate tile Chimera.
A really lame token appears.
Don't you love it when it doesn't have art?
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. I'll drop a picture in Discord for y'all.
It's horrifying. Imagine if that appeared right in front of you, exactly like that.
Just a
You're
giant
walking down the
tile.
street. Yeah, you're walking down the street, giant domino falls in front of you. It's like, what the fuck?
This thing climbs out of the out of it.
Oh shit.
As it's climbing out, I want to smash it in its goat head or maybe ram head.
You want to try to smash it in its goat head
Yeah. While it's climbing out of the floor.
while it's climbing out of the floor. Okay. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and roll your attack roll. All right, that's sufficient. You bring down your hammer on it, and it takes a. I wouldn't say that's your best attack, is it?
No, that was a pretty mediocre.
You bring down your hammer and it glances off the horn, dealing a little bit of damage. But as he comes out, he throws you across the room, and it's time for initiative.
Ooh,
Well.
not looking so bad now.
Why they call me Magic Dragon Man.
9.
Oh.
Rolling hot tonight.
The lizard folk are still in combat. Oh god. Davor.
The lizard folk.
Oh boy, I got a problem. It still has all the shit from last time. You're out, Gundren. Silmorn, you rolled not a 16.
I'm pretty sure it was 16.
The lizard folk. Why are the lizard folk still in? D doesn't get a turn. Pikey, what'd you roll?
7.
Okay, Jeff, you rolled a 6.
26.
Y'all suck tonight. Davril, what'd you get?
9.
Alright, Gundren, are you gonna save the day with this initiative and, maybe balance out the scales a little bit?
Even if he goes first, what's he gonna do?
Something dumb.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, he's going first.
Why wouldn't he? Is he dragging D along when he goes? Whatever he's gonna do.
He's gonna use me as a melee weapon. Swing it about the well,
He lets, in the very first round, Gundren sees this thing coming out of the ground. He lets go of Smokeen's hair, drops her to the ground. Her head hits the ground with a thwack,
The whack.
And he looks at Tila expectantly and, wanting to impress her, runs up and tries to shank the Chimera.
Oh, fuck.
What does he have for a shank?
A
There's
dagger.
no way to impress a lady like a good shanking.
He has a dagger. And
Tila rolls her eyes.
he rolls a 12. Let me find out this stuff. And he misses. He pulls out his dagger, stabs, and then he's like, "Huh, that didn't work." And then he pulls out his crossbow with his other hand and fires it at point blank. And he shoots the ceiling.
Of course he does.
And at this point, the Chimera. Oh God. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh god. The
always a
Chimera
good
just
sign.
eats Gundren.
Have you never seen a Chimera before? Because they're quite awful to deal with.
Ferocious, even.
It bites Gundren, and Gundren deftly jumps out of the way, and then it immediately brings down its horns on him instead. And buries its horn in the ground, stuck. It just rolled a 1.
Wow.
And Gundren's a fucking rock star right now. And then he's, with his head buried in the ground, he tries to slash and rolls with disadvantage. And Gundren dodges out of the way.
I'm imagining Gundren just like sauntering back, like kicking dust in the Chimera's face as he's just walking back.
And Gundren just looks down and it is like, I think I got this, guys.
Hey, he's got it. You guys want to go for mine?
Yeah.
Next up is Scott.
Gundren on point.
After Gundren's miraculous deft dodging,
I'm sorry, this thing is prone right now.
it's prone. It's on the ground.
Yeah, it's proned on the ground.
Cool. Well, Davril is going to cast Frostbite at it, which means it needs to take a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I can do that.
It needs to beat a 14.
He rolled a 10.
All right, he will take. Let me roll my dice. He will take 11 damage, and it now has disadvantage on its next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Okay, so it has disadvantage on the next attack roll, and it's prone.
Right.
I don't have a...
Says
Okay, it's got a bunch of icons on it now.
every one above first.
And
I gotta get rid of
as
some
a,
shit. Hold on.
and as a bonus action,
Okay.
So if you cast it with a level.
Davril is going to take 10.
Oh, I can
Is going to
cast
step
it.
back 10 feet.
You can't cast it.
Slap his hand onto the Dragon Man and cast Dragon's Breath.
It's a level.
Sweet. Dragon Man loves Dragon Breath.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna cast Dragon's Breath on the Dragon Man.
What does that do?
So I forgot to put this one in because it was a new spell that I picked up last level.
Okay.
You touch one willing creature and imbue it with the power to spew magical energy from its mouth, provided it has one. Choose acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. We're gonna go with acid damage.
He already has that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He has acid breath.
If I'm dragging this,
Yeah, he does.
I can only use it.
All right, no, we're going. He's gonna spew lightning. That's what you're gonna spew. Until
That
the
is
spell
fucking
ends-
awesome.
Until the spell ends, the creature can use an action to exhale energy of the chosen type in a 15-foot cone. So like burning hands.
Okay. Cool.
Each creature. We'll take care of it when we get there.
All right, so next up is Pikey.
It also lasts for a minute, and it's a concentration spell, so I have to make the check on it
All right.
every
I've been
round.
really bad about calling out on concentration spells, so please do that yourselves.
This is the only one I have that's a concentration, I believe.
It's only if you get hit. Not,
Okay. Okay.
So ideally, you don't have to make one.
All right. So that is my turn.
Okay.
Alright.
So remember, he is prone and at attack disadvantage.
Which I think prone does the same thing.
So he's at double disadvantage, right? Because it stacks.
No.
Explicitly
No.
doesn't.
Yeah. He's just pro. I would like to cast this. Dissonant Whispers. He's got to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Let's see if he, let's see if that's his magic. He does not succeed.
And then must use his reaction, which means.
So yeah, that's the 3d6. Is that 14 psychic damage?
Oh, okay. He takes 14 psychic damage and he tries to run away.
Yeah, he has to move as far away from me as his speed will carry him.
Okay. He is going to make a strength check to see if he can rip his horn out of the ground and run away.
That's right.
Yeah, he succeeds, ripping his horn out of the ground. He exits prone and then runs to the corner.
And he's still disadvantaged from other.
Yes, he's no longer prone, but
He's not prone.
his next attack has disadvantage.
An attack.
Rather than being disadvantaged for taxing.
Okay.
So,
Alright. Well,
Is that you,
yeah, that's me.
Jeff?
I'm here.
Then you shouldn't let me in.
Clay, can you not be trusted to have control of Gundren?
no, I was getting rid of the little purple red.
Jeff, can you not be trusted to have control of Gundren?
I didn't touch him. One me.
Nobody touch Gundren.
I don't believe Clay at all.
Oh, the icon? Yeah, no, I can't be. I thought you meant because I had him selected at the moment.
Oh.
I was like, no, I misclicked. I was trying to get.
All right, what do you want to do, Jeff?
Do I still have dragon breath on me?
You have it for like a minute. So 10 rounds of combat.
Yep.
15, huh?
And this Chimera is
All the way
cowering
over
in the
there.
corner.
Cowering.
Well, I'm going to. I'm going to use a spell slot
Okay.
and give us. I'm going to give myself the Shield of Faith
This is a bonus action.
after I do my regular action, which is. Where is it? Oh, I
Or
can't
as
find it.
well.
Bless. I'm going to bless the party.
You're going to bless the party and then... Okay.
Up to 3 creatures. So let's see. Clay. Pikey.
Gundren! He's obviously rocking it. Gundren is rocking it right now.
He doesn't even have.
Gundren. Silmorn. And Tila. You're all blessed.
So they do an extra d4.
On
Just to have
attack or saving throws. All right.
Also, don't forget that I have my little handy dandy. If you're within 10 feet of me, you get protection plus $3 saving throws. Don't forget.
All right.
If
So,
within 10 feet of you, plus $3 saving throws.
Yep. And then as my bonus action, I'm going to Shield of Faith. So that is 2 spell slots.
all right. Sounds good.
That is my turn.
Next up is Silmorn.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Boom.
All right. As a purple 4... Is this purple as fuck? Or is that you?
Yeah, purple as fuck.
All right, as you blast out these giant purple beams, they crash into him, and it doesn't feel like it did a whole lot of damage the first time, and it didn't do. And then another one pounds into the wall. Anything else?
That's what I've got.
All right. Gundren's feeling cocky, guys.
Cocky.
He runs up and swings his dagger, misses, shoots him with the crossbow, puts another one in the ceiling. Next is the Chimera. Who, the fuck does he do? He rams his horn up against Gundren. And buries his horn in the ground again, making himself prone. That's the second time he's rolled a 1 on that same move.
Well, if he's prone, he can at least use his move until his turn.
Well, he's not really. He's kind of a combination of prone and his horn is stuck in the ground. So he's gonna try to bite at Gundren now that his horn is jammed in the ground, rolling disadvantage. And oh shit! How much AC you got, Gundren? Not enough.
Even at disadvantage?
Even at disadvantage. Gundren gets bit for 11 damage. And then the Chimera does fire breath. And Gundren has to make a dexterity saving throw.
That one.
And then takes 15 more damage.
Oof.
Toasted. He made a saving throw, so he only took half damage. And next up is Davril. Gundren looks rough.
Davril's going to move back forward, and he's going to fire off a firebolt at our Chimera here. What did you say, Jeff? We got a bonus if we're close enough within you?
Do what now? Sorry,
We have a bonus if we're close enough to you?
Yeah, you get the +3 to your saving throws.
Oh, but not attack rolls.
Right.
Okay.
But you were blessed, so you have attack roll advantage. Or you have
Right.
a 1d4 attack.
So, I'll go ahead and roll for... Where's Firebolt? There's Firebolt. I'll roll that, and then I guess roll a d4 and add that on.
Yeah.
7.
Doesn't matter, it's a natural 1.
Yeah.
Ends up 15.
You sent a firebolt into roll damage. You knock Gundren to the ground. He's unconscious.
Hello?
He takes a firebolt to the back.
Davril just lets out a very guttural yell as the firebolt strikes Gundren's backside.
He falls to the ground. He'll start making death saving throws soon.
Poor Gundren.
Uh-huh.
Next up is Pikey.
Hang on a second, guys. No. Didn't look. Alright. Sorry, Clay got a phone call. He uses his headset for it, so.
Oh.
Yeah. So I had to move so he could talk. And we weren't on his phone call.
Alright, to catch you up, Gundren is dead. Or, well, unconscious.
Yeah, somebody firebolted him right up the noggin. I just picture when the firebolt fails, like a piece of coal, a hot coal, like bounces, smacks into somebody. Thunk.
Dunk.
It's like he got hit square in the back, like right in between his shoulder blades, and went face down.
Yeah. I am going to Eldritch Blast. Ooh. 10. Even with that, what? 1d4 I can add?
Yeah, go ahead and roll that 1d4. Oh, wait. Do you get the 1d4? Jeff?
Yeah.
She got blessed, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead and roll that
that's
1d4. It made the difference.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeff.
If you had rolled anything else, it would
Anything
not
else,
have.
I was like, it's not a 4.
Thank
Okay.
Tiamat. Don't thank me.
Y'all are hunting
Or-
Tiamat. Or
I'm
something.
shuffling.
Tiamat's a bad one.
Oh.
Which one is mine?
Which god do I worship again?
This is a good one.
Yep, I tripped.
Does you have multiple rolls of Eldritch Blast, right? Blast.
Blast. Yes, it's
So
just 2 bolts.
I hope the next one does more damage.
I do too. Where did this go? Try again. Not much.
You catch him on his horns, and they just sort of ricochet off. He's obviously taken a hit, but it was not an impressive amount
He
of
knows
damage.
something hit him, but not much.
It was like a mosquito bite.
5's thyroid juice is still pretty low, so they're gonna up his dose.
You're up next, Jeff.
Well. And it's still way over there, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, you can go to it. It's not going any further in the.
I guess I'm gonna run over there. And give it
I love the
a
game.
couple whacks with my booyah.
That does it.
Ooh, that'll hit.
You
And-
bring down the hammer on him,
And
and then you do it again, right?
well, hold on. Horses now. Why can't I find it? Where is it? I want to do my thing where I smack it like real hard. Divine Smite. There it is.
I want to smack it, but extra hard.
Extra hard. So
Okay.
I'm gonna spend a second level spell slot on that,
Okay.
which means it does an extra 1d8 plus 2d8 plus 1d8 for each spell level above 1. So
3d8.
3d8. Wow, what a piece of shit.
All right, he still took 14 damage. That's pretty good.
And
You have
then
another swing, right?
Yeah,
Do you want to use another spell slot?
I don't know. It depends on if I hit or not. 16?
16 hits.
16 hits.
Yeah, I'll try it again.
You're going to waste four spell slots in the first combat encounter.
Well, it's a chimera, dude. That's a little bit better.
That's way better. You just did like 30 damage. This chimera, you bring the hammer down on his face, you bring the hammer down on the goat face, swinging it to one side, knocking some teeth out. Then you bring it back around. It's like a hammer bitch slap. And then the second hit, like
See if it
the first hit knocked
1d6.
knocked teeth out, but this one has like dislocated the lion's jaw.
That's what it does then.
And next up is Silmord. Oh
Is
wait,
this guy,
go ahead.
is he still got his head stuck in the ground?
He does.
So that is functionally prone.
That is functionally prone.
Alright, well, I'm going to move into him then. And I am going to use my... Where's it at? This deal, where I
Yep, I got
Roll a
you.
little bit less. And
So -5 attack roll.
yeah, I'm also going to hex him.
Okay. Is this a bonus action to hex?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So he's hexed as a bonus action, and I've got my -5 to attack roll. But he's prone, so I get advantage. 23 for 11 plus 10 plus
1d6.
so for 27 total damage on that swing.
You smash all 3 heads in one swing, obliterating them.
Well, that's not fun. I had another swing.
He did.
Can I do it anyways?
Yes, you can.
Just smash this body. I'm trying to make, like, what's it when you hit the chicken with a hammer? Piccata? Yeah, I'm trying to make Chimera Piccata.
When you hit the chicken with the hammer, is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a live chicken, and you bring the hammer down on it?
So,
No.
Oh.
Dad, it's a chicken.
you've just, like, obliterated their skulls, and then you bring the hammer down on the torso, making absolutely sure that it's dead, dealing an additional 29 damage.
Shit.
And it's got this big, meaty hole right in its torso now.
A medieval.
Would the Pikey's hat fit in this hole?
Yeah.
I mean,
I soul fuck this thing?
you would have to find out.
There's only one way to find out, and that's to spit on it and push harder.
Right? What's the roll for shoving your giant head?
I'll let you know if if this is something you'd like to pursue. I will have you roll for it.
I would like. Yes, I would very much like.
Okay, so you're very short, and this is a very large creature, so you're gonna have to climb on top of it.
Yeah, because
Well, it's a good thing Gundren drug the ladder up with no keys. When he drug her up, it got caught.
Also, Gundren is on the floor unconscious, and no one has done anything to try to stabilize him.
We're busy.
He's unconscious a lot from dreaming. It can't be.
Yes, this is a dangerous unconscious, because he's making a death saving throw right now.
I guess if that's the case, Davryl's going to rush up to him and attempt to stabilize him.
Okay, you want to do a medicine check?
Yeah, let's do that.
I mean, you did hit him.
That's fair.
16.
Yeah. Do you have a medicine kit?
Do
I can heal him.
I have a medicine kit? I don't know.
Jeff?
I don't want.
To a medicine kit?
I have this.
Oh wait, you can use your action to administer first aid. You just got to get a 10.
Oh, well, I did.
All right, he is for all intents and purposes, he is at 1, but he's unconscious. So now you're gonna have to carry him and Smokeen.
Can we still tie Smoking's hair to his belt?
You absolutely can.
All right, we'll make a drag train.
All right, now let's get back to the corpse fucking.
The real,
Yeah,
the real,
the important bit.
the necrophilia, please.
So you're a very tiny tiefling, and this is a very large monster. To climb up on it, I'm gonna need you to make an athletics check.
Dragon Man toss.
What if I change into the wereman?
If you want to embrace your, do you grow in size, or are you just like a
The
little
tiniest
Wolverine?
man ever.
I have to wait for the first full.
Hey Scott,
Yeah,
how long did we estimate it took to get here?
2 weeks.
Forever.
To get here, or to get here and back?
2 weeks one way.
And then the horse thing cut it in half.
Yes.
Okay, you got like a week until it's time for werewolf time.
Okay. So until then, hey Dragon Man, can I stand on your shoulders and still fuck him?
Sure, why not? Dragon Man kneels down.
I like it.
I like that the Dragon Man is getting on his knees so you can fuck a chimera.
One knee, not both knees. I kneeled. I didn't fall to my knees.
I'm sorry. He's on his knee so you can fuck a chimera's corpse
Dragon Man is gentleman.
with your hat.
This is getting better. So, would this be performance or dexterity?
Absolutely, it'd be performance.
Sleight of hand. See if you can slip it in there.
Without him noticing. Go ahead and roll a performance check. Excellent. You definitely fuck a dragon with your hat.
I'm in. I'm in.
You're all in. And as you pull out, you have chimera blood all over your hat.
all over that thing.
Silmorn is gonna make it hail and just chunks a fistful of copper.
Is that with the hat of disguise?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a giant penis head. I think
Oh.
there was a picture.
You're up 1 gold, aka 100 copper.
I guess I'll change that then.
Yeah.
All right. So I climbed down. Job well done.
Good job, guys. You've killed a chimera and then fucked its brains out.
Davril didn't do that. Davril's on the other end of the room looking at it.
Good call.
disgust.
Good call.
Proper respect.
Yeah, Davrил's going. He's feeling the walls in the air.
Hang on. Davril is just back here in the corner, and he's just like,
Looking for exits. He's like, we're never gonna make it out of here alive.
Davril has spilled his lunch.
Wait,
Jeff?
all of the.
Are you keeping any trophies from this guy? I mean, because you could have 3 different teeth from one creature.
Yeah, I could squeegee the chimera blood into your bag if you want, off of my team's side.
Well, I was gonna take, so I'm gonna take 3 chimera teeth, canines.
Okay. Go ahead and
89.
3.
this one.
What would you say a chimera tooth weighs? Like maybe a quarter of a pound?
Not
Like
that it wouldn't
ounces.
like the size of a quarter pounder. I don't think so.
I'm gonna
It
do
can't be
1
that
pound
heavy.
for 3 teeth.
How much does a dinosaur tooth weigh?
A lot, if it's a
Big.
big one.
Yeah, a bit.
All right.
All right, and then
I-
I'm also gonna take the tips of the horns.
The tips of the horns.
Yeah.
So you're taking 5 sharp things.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put them in there.
All right. You saw. I don't know how you do it, but actually, okay. As you're doing this, I need you to make a survival roll for how well you gather these materials.
Survival.
Yeah. I'm no longer just going to let you cut bodies to pieces and put shit in your bag. You now need to work for it, so I don't have to make a massive fucking loot thing next time. You already rolled a 1.
17.
You already rolled a 1. As you try to rip out the teeth with your bare hands, they like constantly break in your hands. Your grip is too strong. And then you go to saw off the horn, and it just sort of
That's the
chips
second roll.
off.
That's the second roll.
No, it's all in one, bud.
Teeth and horns.
All in one. You loot 1 monster and get 1 roll.
Google machine, ferocious tiny black pig.
Fine. Well, then I'm making it another roll
There you go.
because
There are a few that weigh
for
more.
the fuck, whatever. Oh wait.
Like the movie.
I'd
No,
like
that's
to
all right.
investigate the gut.
Like,
The
Yeah,
gut.
the gut.
You want to investigate the
Chimera.
gut.
Yeah, I'm looking for a. How do you say it?
Oh, yikes.
A gut?
No, hold on. A Bezoar. I'm looking for a Chimera Bezoar.
That's a stone that cures things.
very clear.
yeah.
Like the-
Okay, roll an investigation with advantage. Because there's a giant fucking hole that's been fucked in it.
Yeah.
Wow, 10 or 0.
You reach in this chimera's gut,
And
and you pull out what appears to be like this scaly skin.
Not what I was expecting.
Ew. So has it been eating lizards too?
It's been eating something.
It's been eating lizard man. Cornerstone of any healthy diet.
Alright,
So I
so
pull
Let
out-
me make sure I know what I'm talking about real quick. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're good.
the door on the north says safe. Does anyone else not trust that?
I don't trust that at all.
Is that like graffitied on the door?
Yes,
Yeah,
with chalk.
Davril has momentarily forgotten about it after watching the horrific act that just unfolded in front of him.
Horrific act? I think you mean
Brilliant
beautiful
performance?
performance art. If you don't get it, that's fine, but don't call it horrific.
The phrase proper respect echoes in Davril's head.
Yeah, show some proper respect for the performance art.
And it's like everything is just worse than it was before. The world is a darker place.
The
Hey,
room slightly
I've
dims.
Nightmare before. Let's give it a try.
Can I go over it and investigate the words on the wall?
The words on the north wall?
Yeah, where it says safe.
Sure, go ahead. Go ahead and roll up and roll an investigation check.
Give me that. Sweet, sweet investigation. 24.
Alright, give me a sec. Okay. It appears that after investigating the wall and what you know about what you're hunting, it appears that this was written very recently, and you notice that the like the font of how they wrote is decidedly human.
Okay.
Would you say it's Comic Sans?
Yes, that's how humans write in this universe is Comic Sans,
Not papyrus.
not papyrus. Definitely Comic Sans.
All right. So
It's definitely not wingdings.
So what is is that a door that I'm looking at?
That's
Is it a window?
yes, that is a door.
Okay, so if I look to my east over here, is that a double door to the east?
Yes.
Okay. So, I'll turn around to whoever's listening and say,
You mean whoever's not fucking a chimera?
whoever's not fucking a chimera, proper respect, guys, proper respect. And say that it looks like that this was written very recently by someone that has come through. This might be a safe door. I wouldn't trust going through the double doors to the east.
Well, I don't trust going through the one that some troll marked safe.
So Davril is going to attempt to open the door.
Okay. The door pushes open easily.
Dragonman's covering.
What the shit just...
And hold on.
Oh, god damn it. This
What
website
happened?
is a real pain in the dick.
Boring.
As you enter this room, you see a pool of water that creates a mirror-like surface,
Okay.
and it holds water still.
So
There's
the
a bronze bucket on a rope that's near this well,
Okay.
and a brass lever protrudes from the wall near a basin.
Okay. So how close is the water to the top of the, I guess, pool or well we're looking at?
It's right at the top. It's full.
So the water is also still.
It is full and still. Maybe a couple inches below the lid area.
So are there any rocks around my feet I could pick up? Like pebbles and stuff?
No.
Dude, don't splash. Proper respect.
You also see sleeping rolls and camping gear scattered throughout the room,
Okay. Okay.
and the word safe scribbled on the walls.
Safe scribbled on the walls. All right. I'll take 2 coppers out of my pouch and just kind of flip them into the water. Disturb the water, see if anything happens.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and set my alarm.
As you flip into the water, the water kind of pours over out of the well.
From 2
And-
coppers?
Yeah, from
All
2
right.
coppers. And the water as you watch the water fall down the well, you notice that there's like a watery sheen along the area around the well, but it is decidedly red. Almost blood-like.
Blood that's kind of mixed with water?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that doesn't look promising, so look over to Numeragas and say, hey, what do you make of this? It says safe on the wall, but there is obviously blood around this well.
Dragon Man thinks we should take a dip and investigate. Dragon Man does not think that.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
I mean, that's the thing you could do.
Have we, Dragon Man wants something to do with that ominous pool.
You hear a groan from the other room.
A groan from the room we just came out of?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll
Someone should really carry Gundren around so he stops groaning so loudly.
Well,
Gundren, shut the fuck up!
so I guess as I look around the rest of the room, it doesn't look like that there's any exits or doors or windows or anything like that.
No, just the
Outside of
brass lever and the basin near the lever.
Okay. Well, I'll go over and pull the lever and see what happens. Where's the lever at?
Sits right here.
Okay. So
I'll draw it
move
real quick.
Sure. I'll move along the wall and get up to the lever and pull the lever just to see what happens.
I'm afraid y'all are about to get locked in that room.
And then
Wow.
here's the basin.
What you got?
Everyone knows what a basin is, right?
Yeah.
A bowl.
Like you take a bath in it.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's like all up and down Ethiopia.
As when you pull the lever, the basin, the floor of the basin opens up slightly, but nothing happens.
Nothing. What do you mean it kind of opens up?
It opens up almost like you're opening a drain when you pull the lever.
But the water doesn't go anywhere.
There's no water. You haven't put water in it.
So there's a bucket in the room around the basin. Why would we put water into this Why would we put water into this basin only to dump it? That's the question.
You have a sink in your bathroom, right? With a hole
Well-
in the bottom.
Maybe
Find a
there's
wall.
another room.
Maybe this is the toilet where you poop.
This is where the giant goes to make brown. After he's eaten all of the dwarves outside.
Gundren groans again.
All right, there's nothing to see here. I'll go back out.
Yeah. We're all still out here with Gundren.
I'm absolutely not saying it's a bathroom. I am throwing out things that I think are ridiculous on purpose.
Oh, okay. Well,
You do not take what I say as a get out of this room. If you want to stay and investigate this room or figure it out, feel free.
It's a bathroom and it says safe because no one's pooped in it recently. Otherwise, it would say not safe.
Oh, there's
Exactly what
I told you there's all this camping gear, right?
yeah. Could I rifle through the camping gear?
Sure. Roll an investigation check.
13.
Again, camping gear. It looks like someone was here very recently. You notice there is blood on the camping gear. It's almost as if someone came in here bloodied and tried to maybe wash themselves off in the well, or maybe they were attacked in here.
Okay. All right. Satisfied with what I have found, Davril will wander back out into the groaning room.
And I can drag Smoking and Gundren around. I just can't I can't move Smoking's token right now.
I will give you access to do that. Oh, I forgot. There's mushrooms in there around the well also.
Okay. Don't eat the mushrooms.
Oh, I forgot.
Sorry, I am truly the worst DM. No preparation was done. I will give only Pikey permission to move. Otherwise, Clay will fill her up with tokens.
All the token. And I won't be able to actually click on her move.
Oh, he already has access to your character.
Yeah, that ship done sailed.
Alright, knowing what you know about the room to the north and the corpse, the defiled corpse, where would you like to go?
Before we go, you want to go through the doors? You don't want to check out that path that leads south and west?
Nah,
I'm over that way.
we came from that way. It was bullshit.
I don't
Okay.
think we came from. I don't think we came from here.
We definitely did. Southwest, that's where the graves were.
We came in from here.
Okay, so you want to look at that door first, because I gotta describe it. The door is engraved with this. It's a door plated in copper and engraved to depict a group of wizards staring over a pool of water. The oversized figure of a male wizard at the top of the image raises his hands as if summoning a creature from the pool. The doors bulge out noticeably from their frame.
Like a little bit noticeable, or like I could cram a tiefling into the next room noticeable.
It's like the door is kind of buckling
I like that I'm a unit
into
of-
the room.
Into the room.
Into the room.
So I guess you could say that it almost feels, well, I guess, like an explosion happened on the other side and it buckled the doors outward into our room. Something to that effect.
Let's open these bitches. I want to hail and well met the door with my hammer.
Okay.
Davril steps back.
Do I need to attack roll?
Yeah, do an attack roll.
Is it at disadvantage since the doors move?
It is not with disadvantage. Roll damage roll. The door is not moving. 11. Okay. As you hit the door with your giant ass mace, roll a dexterity saving throw. And as far as I'm concerned, Smoking is not near this when it happens.
No.
You dodge out of the way, but you still get hit by some of the rocky debris that comes flowing into the room. So let's give you You take 10 damage.
Ouch.
Giant rocks flood in from the room and land on top of you.
How does that work? If the giant rocks were pushed up against the door, how could I possibly open it by hammering it? That would push inwards where the rocks were to stop.
You
You
dislodged
knocked
it.
the door loose. The rocks opened the door.
I guess you're lucky it didn't, like, crush you flat.
Probably broke the lock, and that was the only thing.
There's going to be 8d6 if you failed your save.
So what do we see once the door has busted open?
The rubble as... what you see is rubble in the middle of the room.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like the rubble has cleared slightly. And if you wanted to spend some time, maybe you could clear out the rubble to make the additional... can you... Hold on, let me see what you can see.
I was about to ask, can we see like over the top of the rubble that has flowed into the room, or is it just kind of like a dirt wall?
Is that better?
Yeah, we can see in. Can we see any further than that 5-foot square?
It's open to me. You're just too far away.
No, I know it's 10 foot there, but I know there's a door path there, but
There's another. What you see is rubble that you would have to step on, and then the rubble is holding the other door in a state that you can't open it. It opens inward.
it opens inward, so we would have to spend time to clear the rubble
Yes.
to open the door. Okay. Does that door look like the door that just burst open?
Yes, it's very similar.
Okay.
Upon investigating the other side of the bronze door with the wizard, you see just a stone or a wooden. You see a door, and it looks exactly like the other door.
You said it's got a wizard on it, and
Yeah.
what's the wizard
The-
doing again?
He's staring at a pool of water as if summoning something in front of some other wizards.
Dragging me in the secret passageway.
Did you find a secret passageway, or did you open a door?
I phased through the wall, so I found a secret passageway.
Oh, god damn it, Jeff. Stop phasing through the wall.
Sorry to interrupt. That was
God
important.
damn it, Karen! Stop facing through the wall.
Karen!
That is Toby.
You've learned dragging me in secret name. Karen.
I don't even know how you did that. You're not supposed to be able to do that.
It
Actually-
didn't work anywhere else.
Actually, I could do it too.
Karen.
Don't phase through walls, guys.
I swear, just a minute ago, it wasn't letting me do that, and then I hit that part, and all of a sudden I could just, now I can just go through all the walls.
Set up your terrain layers right, man.
This is a prepackaged shit. It should just work.
All right, do we want to spend the time to clear the rubble to move on?
I mean, so we can see just a door beyond that.
Yeah.
So we gotta,
But it very obviously opens inward, is what Sean said.
yeah.
So,
Oh, if the doors won't even open with rubble in the way.
right,
Yeah.
we'll have to spend the time to clear the rubble to continue east. There's still that passageway that's diagonally south and west that we can check out if we decide not to spend the time doing this.
I'm sure you can think of a creative way to clear the rubble faster.
Right? You just blow it up.
Yeah, I don't have any explosives in my pack.
I don't either.
And Sean won't let me use my packed M1A1 Abrams. With packed high explosive 120mm rounds.
For whatever reason.
I'm gonna have you roll for every bullet, and they have a chance to ricochet.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Hang on, let me check something before I say this idea out loud.
Fireball the door.
Well, I was gonna climb over the rubble, place my back against the door, and tidal wave all of the debris out into the bigger room.
That's an idea. I'm gonna need to see what tidal wave does.
You conjure up a wave of water that crashes down on an area within range. It can be up to 30 feet long and up to 10 feet wide and up to 10 feet tall. Each creature in the area must make a dex saving throw. On a failure, 48 bludgeoning and knocked prone.
Knocked prone but not pushed back.
It just says knocked prone.
I would rule that if it doesn't have pushback, you probably won't be able to use it to move the rubble.
Small chunk.
Unless it is a very clever implementation of a spell.
I don't know if that would be.
I feel like the water would just cut through the rubble.
It very well may. But it's a tidal wave.
That's
That
a
infers
30-foot total tidal wave. How
That's a
tall?
lot.
How tall of a tidal wave is it?
It can be up to 10 feet.
10 feet tall.
Yeah.
So it's not. You can't even surf that. Shut up, Clay. Don't talk to me with your logic. Can you legit surf a 10-foot wave though?
Dude, you can surf 3 4-foot waves.
All I've ever done is boogie board, so
To show
Alright.
you what a 10-foot wave looks like,
Show me what the 70 foot.
no, those are probably 15-footers.
Alright. So what Davril is going to do
Okay.
is he is going to get about halfway into the room, and he's going to tell everybody else to clear out of the way of the doors.
That is not 10 foot, Jeff.
What?
That is like a 30-foot wave.
No, it's not.
No.
Oh, wait, that's Clay, sorry.
My name's
That
Clay.
guy is kneeled down. He's like 3 foot right now.
He's kneeled down and leaned over. His chest is almost touching his knee. If
How-
he's 3 feet, he's 7 foot straight up.
Yeah.
So what is that, 2 foot? He's not at 2 feet.
Alright, Davril's going to do something.
All right, do what you're gonna do. I want to hear this. I'm excited about this.
Davril gets a little bit back, and he points his staff into the room full of rubble. Let's see.
Wanna move out
Let me double check something before I cast the
It's
spell.
just, I mean, your call. You live your life.
Okay, so as I cast it,
You don't want to ask if this is gonna work. You just want to do it.
do you think I should do it?
I don't know what it is.
I'm gonna cast fireball at the rubble into the rubble room.
Does fireball like explode rocks?
It explodes.
I mean, it definitely explodes. I'm just curious. Like, if you told me you were going to do something, I would prefer you tell me you were going to do something. Just because I can tell you your character would clearly know this wouldn't work if it wasn't going to work. But if you just say I'm casting fireball at something, I'll be like,
No,
all right,
no. I'm gonna cast a giant fireball at the center of the rubble. It's gonna explode when it hits.
okay. And it's
So I'm basically trying to clear the rubble.
okay. So when it explodes, what are you expecting to happen? Like the rocks to break up, or the rocks to be forced in all directions, or
The rocks to be forced in all directions and just kind of break up. And I'm basically sending a giant explosion at a bunch of rubble.
okay. Give me a second to figure out how much health a rock has.
Well, this is a dex saving throw spell, so if you can tell me what the dexterity saving or what a dex of the rock is,
Whoops. I mean, actually.
but I would rule that a rock that doesn't move can't dodge.
Oh, the rock definitely can't dodge. At this point, I'm just trying to determine the rock's health before it breaks up.
Okay, fair enough.
D&D 5e rock HP. Wall of stone. What is that? So like, okay. I saw what you said, Clay. I only did 46 just because it was easier. Or blah blah blah. Oh, you're still posting about this damn wave. Do
There
something
it is.
useful and look up the HP of a rock.
10.
He's totally still looking stuff up about that wave.
I know he is.
I'm kidding.
Stone, 17. No, that's 17 AC.
That's the AC. I'm not concerned about the AC.
AC won't matter for this spell.
What size is the rock?
Mediate? Like, not medium. Like, a medium would be humanoid size or 5x5. It'd be like tiefling sized.
So, like,
Sorry, Tila sized.
yeah, 10 hit points then.
10 hit
3d6
points.
for a resilient small object.
Hold it.
Yeah. So 10, like I said. Also, it's a 10-foot wave.
Yeah, I think this would work.
Okay.
I think your character would know he can destroy rocks, and
hope so.
fireball is the answer.
Fireball is the answer. All right. Well, before he casts it off, he's going to sculpt spell, and 1, 2, 3. He is going to protect Gundren first and foremost.
That's a good call.
Basically, everybody except for Smokeen, who's unconscious on the floor.
But do you want them to go in there for when it happens?
No, just in case anything happens, they are protected from the effects of the spell.
Okay, that's fair.
That's a school of evocation.
Yeah.
bonus that I get.
You don't want the flames to lurch out and attack someone if they hit something weird.
Right.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage. And what was the how many targets? Or is it just everyone within like?
Everything in there. Just you tell me.
I don't know what the area of effect is.
The area of effect is
Bigger than that room.
each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on that point. So I'm putting it in the middle of that room, and that room is
20
by
feet.
20. The entire room. The entire room just lit up in explosions.
All right, so there's these like medium-sized rocks. It would be a pain in the butt to carry them. You would not want to do that. It would take Tila in werewolf form and Jeff in regular dragon form hours to cart each one of these rocks out. So you light up the room with your fireball, and all of the rocks just turn to gravel. And they are all shoved to the side from the explosion outward, pushing everything up, creating like these gravel hills on the top side and the bottom side, and what appears to be a path right down the middle to this door.
Davril taps his staff down to the ground and says, "That's how you do it."
Go ahead and mark that spell slot off.
Yeah.
I am not dealing with that again.
FYI, that was a shortcut. I don't know what's next. I guess y'all want to go into this room, right?
Well, I just spent a level 3 spell to clear the way, so we're going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where the fuck is Spokane?
Sorry, I was starving to death.
You missed it. You missed it, Jeff. I cleared the room with a giant fireball.
So onward into the room to the right.
Yes. So I would probably imagine that Numeragas would lead the way, being the biggest and strongest of us.
I led the way.
You did the thing.
He's like, I'm already in there. Too late to bed.
How? Are you just walking through a wall?
Are you not?
Taking a swim.
Yeah, I can do it too.
Me too.
Motherfucker!
We're not supposed to be in here.
You're not supposed to be able to.
If
Jeff,
we were
get out of the fucking walls.
We wouldn't do
It
it.
says Tomb of something.
You already know it's the Tomb of Didarius. The statue said it. Get over there, or I'm going to take away permissions to move your own character.
You'll be locked in.
Okay, as you enter the room, you see a pool of water at the north end of the room, and you see some double doors to the to the east. You see a door to the south, and what room? Okay, and you see broken arrows and blood stains all over the chamber. You see a dead cultist strewn across the floor.
Is there anything noticeable about it, or is it kind of like just chaotically arrows are just everywhere, like broken arrows are just everywhere? I guess roll an investigation to see if there's any kind of traps in the area.
It doesn't appear there were traps. It's like the cultist has arrows coming at it, but it looks like it was coming from a doorway to the south.
Okay.
But if you wanted to... Hold on. I'm an idiot. Hold on. Sorry, give me an investigation check on whoever was trying to figure out if there's a trap.
That was me. We will give you investigation. 24.
You could tell that the arrows were shot from the room to the east.
To the east, through the double doors.
Through the double doors into whoever is out here.
Okay. Are the doors now closed?
They are now closed.
Okay. And where's the dead person laying?
Kind of in the middle, basically right in front of Numer, I guess.
Okay. So, like here. We'll say his body is here.
Is there anything else you'd like to do in this room?
We investigate the dead body?
You absolutely can.
So I will approach Mr. Dead Body, and
He
I guess
gasps
do another.
and sits up. Just kidding.
Oh shit!
I was asleep!
Oh, that was some
It
strong
was
ale.
only a flesh wound.
He's
so I guess
definitely dead.
So another investigation roll then.
Sure, yeah, go for it.
Boom. 9.
He looks like he was shot with some arrows.
Oh boy.
He's got some arrows sticking out of him. They're odd-looking arrows, though.
Odd-looking arrows. I guess all of the. Are there any broken ones around him? Ones that missed?
No, he's like a pincushion.
He's like a pincushion, so we can't. How do they look odd? I mean, you tell me.
Sorry, there's definitely a broken one next to him. I'm just a bad DM. It looks like one ricocheted off the wall. It's snapped in two at the back of the wall.
Okay.
It has an odd stone carving on the arrowhead.
On the arrowhead. Okay. So I'll turn to the party and say, it looks like the arrows came from those double doors to our right.
I'm sorry, I made a boo-boo again.
Uh-oh.
The arrowheads are carved of stone, and their heads are in the shape of fangs, set with a symbol of a cobra with a crown on it.
A cobra with a crown on each arrowhead?
Yes.
And that's like etched into the arrowhead, is what you're saying? Okay. So, they're not
Cobra.
Okay. I guess I'll take that broken one and I'll just break the arrowhead off the rest, the tip off from the rest of the arrow, and just kind of put that in my pack. Just to hold on to it. And
you could probably pull some more out of the corpse if you want to collect arrowheads.
Well, no, I just wanted it for reference for the symbol on it, basically. Sure. And what was that again? It was a serpent with a crown.
It was a cobra with a crown.
Cobra.
King Cobra.
Oh, I'm the worst DM. You investigated the body, right?
Yes.
And you got a...
You didn't tell me anything because I rolled a 9. You just said, he looks dead. He looks like he got shot with arrows.
Yeah, you're right. We're good.
Okay, so that's all I noticed. What do you guys want to do? We've got doors to the south and to the east, and this strange-looking pool to our north.
Let's chunk the body in the pool.
Proper
That has never come back to bite us before.
Silmorn, proper respect.
Please don't throw any more bodies down wells.
It's not a well, it's a pool, and this will be like a Viking funeral. We'll chuck it in, and then you can shoot a fireball at it.
Can I investigate the pool as well?
You can.
See if it makes for a proper Viking funeral.
24 on that pool.
You know, you're absolutely certain this is a definite pool for Viking funerals.
Can I tell how deep it is?
Deep it up for Viking funerals.
That's facts then.
Hold on,
Body's
hold on.
going in. Tila, help me.
Actually, this is an This is not a pool. It is what used to be a pool. It is an empty pool.
So there's nothing in it.
Yes.
Do none of you have create water as a spell?
Hold on, I'm not done yet.
I don't. I could spew acid into it.
That'll work.
There's a stone sluice that runs from a wall leading into the empty pool,
Okay.
and it's almost like the water fills in from a different room.
Right. Are there any levers or any what looks like pressure plates or anything like that?
No. It looks like it just fills in from a different room.
There's got to be a way to bring the water in.
we had
Even
a
though it
bucket.
is coming. Right?
Well, you clearly were in another room with a basin that you could fill with water,
Right, but that had a.
and you hit a lever, and it went somewhere.
Right.
What do I know?
Bucket.
There was a bucket in the room.
A bronze bucket, if I remember correctly. How deep is this empty pool?
How deep?
Yeah,
that's a good
I rolled a
question.
24, so I should know.
You should absolutely be able to look and see that it is not very deep. It's about a foot.
Oh, okay. Can I do a...
My t-shirt contest.
I don't think that's gonna help.
What?
Fair enough.
I would like to do an insight to see if I can glean anything from my wizardly studies to see if it is anything, like,
Would you like to try to recall lore about magical items?
yes.
So that'd be an Arcana check.
Well, not necessarily magical. I just want to see if I can recall lore on this specific thing, if it was meant for a purpose.
On this specific pool,
Yeah.
I think that would be an Arcana check.
Still an Arcana check?
Yes.
Okay. I can do an Arcana check. 10.
Not gonna cut it. You do not recall anything particular or specific about pools of water in dungeons. Sorry, in tombs.
Okay. Well, I feel like it is probably time we move on. Maybe not to the room to the east because it's of the arrows that came from that room. Maybe good if we went south.
I do like
What-
south.
What does everybody else think?
I think let's go east, because where there's arrows, there's people that shoot arrows, and they can be killed.
They can
Do you-
smash the pole.
With proper respect.
With proper respect. Do you want to lead the way?
Sure. I'm gonna top knock this door. In honor of our fallen comrade.
Okay, hold on.
Wind shutting around the room.
Yeah. Go ahead. You just want to, knock, or you just knock. You just want to open it with your
I just
banging.
want to open it.
All right, well, go ahead and open it. You open the door. And in this room, you opened it with your mace. And the door swings open.
There's a
And
thing in here.
in this room, you see
No, that's
this is a 20-foot high chamber lit by braziers, and it's almost like the braziers are magical in nature. And there's this giant stone sarcophagus sitting on this raised stone platform. The walls are decorated with life-sized things. I don't know what a fresco is, but that's what it says it is. Frescoes showing the lost god, showing some gods.
It's like those statues that are half built into a wall, so it's only like it's 3-dimensional, but it's part of the wall face rather than an actual statue.
Right.
So,
No,
what
no,
is that called?
a fresco is a mural painting, I thought.
What is that called?
I'm googling this shit.
No, yeah, you're right. It's done on wet plaster so that it kind of sinks in.
Okay, you see some giant, basically murals on the wall depicting some godlike looking things.
Oops, hang on, I locked Eileen out of the house.
That's all right.
A
And-
I
relief,
want to pop this.
a bass relief.
And we have to wait for Scott to get back.
I want to pop this thing open the second he gets back in his chair. Then
Oh, here
Okay.
you
I've
go.
got a ready to action for when he sits down.
Okay.
Clay, you're gonna like this one. There you go.
Is that a dick butt dog?
With a beard of And look, the feet are penises too, and the tail.
Yeah. If they could have made the balls a penis, I'd be pretty impressed.
Oh my god.
That was like the third thing, and it's from the British Museum, so it's
Wow.
apparently legit old.
Dicks on dicks on dicks.
It's a dick dog.
It's a-
Hand holding reins of phallic animal.
Why not?
Well, how you like them apples?
You said that's in the British Museum?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I'm looking up. They
So, is the
acquired it in
sarcophagus
1865.
More giant than I mean, like it's not just a big one, but it's an insanely big one.
Yeah. So the way I'm reading this this map is that that's not thick enough.
That's
The
what she
area
said.
that I'm kind of putting in purple there is the sarcophagus, and everything else is like the platform. Is that?
Sorry, I was distracted.
All right, did you guys unleash some kind of horrific monstrosity yet?
Not yet, and Clay, your ready to action doesn't count yet. Because I missed something. Sorry.
Davriel calls out to Silmorn, proper respect.
Hell yeah!
Clay, as you approach the sarcophagus in an attempt to open it, a thing happens.
A thing.
A voice fills the room. And the voice says, "You approach, Diderius in repose. I know what you seek."
Do you? Because I don't know what I'm after.
Davriel calls out, I seek knowledge.
Gundren groans, "Dwarf wizards!"
Something to do?
And he also says,
Wait, what was the question?
"Some of you have not shown proper respect in my temple."
Davriel cuts a look over at Silmorn. Proper respect.
In
But
my
so-
culture, smashing statues that look at you crossways is proper respect.
Super proper respect.
The highest honor.
There is no culture that views that as proper respect. You are
There is-
clearly a lunatic.
It's in the mountains north of Georgia. He looked at me crossways. Same place that the tiefling got her hat.
Is that what you're really saying? Because that means nothing to him. What is this gibberish? What do you seek?
Don't have refined senses. Adventure? Wizards that I can turn into money? I don't even need the whole wizard, just the head will work.
Can't even. I cannot even. You will not seek any. You will not claim any wizards here. You've entered the tomb of a dead wizard.
I told him we're looking for the
And as you are clearly not showing proper respect, and as you are clearly showing absolutely improper respect,
disrespect.
you are showing disrespect, like the biggest amount of disrespect.
What? I'm just trying to answer the guy's question honestly. What's
Clearly, rudely.
That is pretty respectful to be honest like that.
I mean, like, I could lie to the guy and be like, oh, I'm here for, like, unicorn flowers, and then try to steal his head on the sly, but that's not nice. That's not respectful.
Yeah, he is being pretty upfront about this.
The sarcophagus flies open.
That's going to save me so much trouble. I
And
was a little worried about how heavy the lid was going to be.
the sarcophagus flies open, sending the lid backwards into the wall to the east. And a thing happens. Where's my fucking drawing thing?
Oh no, man.
It hits this wall right here, and you hear a hollow clunk. And out steps this thing.
A hollow clunk, like there's space behind that wall that we should check out?
You heard a hollow clunk. And
Out steps that thing.
this person wrapped in this mummy steps up out of the sarcophagus says, "You will hunt no wizards here. Begone. This is your only warning."
Oh, so he's giving us a warning then.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's always a good sign.
Silmorn.
We must be getting close.
You know, there was
the tomb.
another mummy that gave us a warning, and I just had to talk to him, and things worked out really well.
Yeah, I remember that.
He snaps his fingers, and
Stop. He doesn't.
He does. He snaps.
Alright,
He snaps his fingers, and the murals on the door slowly rip away, revealing.
would you say that was a spell then?
I would say that wasn't a spell.
How did it happen without magic?
He snapped his fingers, and you don't know it's a spell because I said so.
Yeah.
It's a spell without a verbal component? That doesn't make it not a spell, though.
Why does it matter if it's a spell?
I have spells that are just semantic.
That's why it matters.
Okay. It is not a spell.
How did it happen then?
He snapped his fingers.
I know what Clay's trying to do.
That
And-
seems like
He snapped his fingers, and it alerted the mummies that their master is like, "Hey, it's time to step up, boys."
Calling in the big guns.
Alright. Big guns it is.
And he says, "Be gone. Get the fuck out of my temple, or I
If we're
will
not,
eat your brains."
if we're not rolling initiative, then I'm going to take the
Before-
opportunity to go ahead and attack.
Oh, I was gonna ask a question, but
It is up to y'all to decide which order those things happen.
I do not want to fight this shit.
That's 5 mummies. That is 5 mummies.
Yeah, let's
Mummy
try to barter with
wizards.
them.
Someone's gonna die.
Yeah, 5 someones are gonna die.
No, I don't think so.
They're like resistant to basically everything.
So they'll have to take twice as much damage?
Well, we do have my aura of protection too. All saving throws +3 if you're within 10 feet of me. So
Don't encourage this.
Dragon Man would like to barter with them.
Davriel would like to
Yeah,
ask
you did.
the mummy lord or whatever he is. Maybe not an actual mummy lord, but the lord of these mummies, where the arrows from this room came from.
They come from people who show proper respect.
I am showing proper respect.
Your party is not.
Please, God, I'm trying.
But the wizard you seek is in this temple.
And I say to Silmorn, I think we should be on our way.
I think you're right.
Will you help us, kind mummy?
But now no one can see anything except for me.
Oh God, I'm blind and dead. Proper respect. That's his catchphrase now.
I don't have my torch icon here.
Let me see what kind of spells he's got. Spoilers.
Apparently none of them are spells, so it doesn't matter.
Just that one was not a spell. Don't give me that shit. The fuck is he? Okay. You're just blinding everyone?
Yep, it's darkness everywhere in that dark gray circle. And if he's not responding yet, then I'm gonna go ahead and smack him with a hammer.
Okay. It is darkness, and dark vision cannot see through it,
Correct.
and you are smacking him with a hammer.
I assume you've blinded the whole room.
Only the area in the gray, so you can see, but it's kind of like a darkness curtain.
Oh, I don't see anything on my... Well, I don't see that you've marked anything on my screen, so I'm just... That's why I
I've
asked.
got it as an aura around my character. Can you not see it?
Mm-mm.
Pikey can't either. That's interesting.
I cannot.
Give me 1 second.
Wait,
and I
maybe...
will-
Oh,
It's
yeah. No, I can't.
What does this darkness mean for me as a monster?
It means that you can't see me, which means you cannot take attacks of opportunity. You cannot move towards me directly. You have to randomly pick a direction to move.
Okay.
If you attack me, you do so with disadvantage, assuming you even get the right square. And if I attack you, I do so with advantage.
Okay. Excellent. So you're using this to get a surprise round on him.
Correct.
Okay, go ahead and swing.
And I'm gonna do the 5-10 deal.
Okay.
And that's a 21 for 24 damage.
Oh, you roll with advantage?
Yeah, he's blinded.
Hold on, I'm reminding myself. Okay. Yeah. You said how much damage? 21?
24.
24. Holy bejeez, that's a lot.
Crunch.
And then the other half of that attack is the exact same thing again. And that one is 11 for 20 damage.
Be doing in a minute.
Okay, yeah, that's a miss.
Can you see the gray aura around my character?
I can.
Okay, that is the blinded area.
Okay, let me draw a thing.
Well, it's going to move when my character moves. Which is why I was hoping the aura would work.
That did not do what I was hoping it would do. Oh, can we just... Wah. I make a beautiful circle of darkness. Everyone can see that?
I can totally see it. It's so wonderful.
Okay, that's where you can... That's the blind stuff. Alright, you've gotten your surprise round. Everyone roll initiative. Actually...
Well, I'm going to step back from him first.
That is clearly not going to happen. You swung at him, now it's initiative time.
Well, I mean, like, do I get the whole surprise turn or just half of it?
I guess you can have the whole surprise turn. That's fair. It's a full turn, full action.
And then initiative.
I only see 2 initiatives.
I know. I was trying to.
I rolled my initiative.
I haven't yet.
Are you? Oh, I see. I don't have you in the order yet, Jeff.
I did it though. I did it.
I'm fixing you. Don't worry.
No, it's okay. I'll re-roll.
No, you got a 7. You're
I
fine.
got a 16. Man, that's
Oh, look!
bullshit.
It turned into a 7.
Give me a minute.
Oh,
7.
That's crazy.
Motherfucker. Dragon Man grumbles.
wait, am I alone?
He rolls initiative twice and grumbles.
Son of a bitch, motherfucker. Shit. Bastard.
Hey, Clay?
Yeah,
Pure bludgeoning damage, right?
correct.
How much
Blunt.
damage was the first one?
Was 24, so he probably takes 12.
Yeah, he gets 12 back.
Doesn't your packed weapon count as a magical attack?
It does actually count as a +1 weapon, if that makes any difference.
Is it a
Because-
plus one weapon
yeah.
or a magic weapon?
Because
It is a
I'm gonna say-
+1
so
because
because
of one of my EIs.
mummies are resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and so forth of non-magical attacks. So if it's magical in nature, then it's regular damage.
That's that is the text from the player's handbook for that Edric invocation.
Okay, so it is not a magic weapon, but if you have a magic weapon, it doesn't get the bonus.
Well, I mean, if that's the way you read it, then that's the way it's read. I read it as it turns it into a magic weapon because it gets +1 attack and damage. But
It is a weapon of magical nature. I mean, that's not even a.
Yes, that's not something I could argue. Okay. It counts as a magic weapon for this resistance.
That would make it worthless at higher levels if it didn't get some sort of like bonus.
Right, and it's a summoned thing. It's not a
thank you. Did you kill him?
it's not a hunk of metal.
Right.
When you start fighting
He is summoned it, so I assume that is a magical weapon.
Right.
Once you start getting like baby Draculas and stuff in there, you know, all bets are off.
Mhm.
All right, so it is zombie number 1's turn.
Zombie number 1, he was facing forward. He has an idea that people are in front of him. So he is going to take a step forward and swing forward with I don't fucking know. I don't know if this even works in the dark. Nope, can't do that. Okay. He's going to swing blindly at what in the direction of Jeff, because that's where he thinks he got attacked from in the dark. And he rolls with disadvantage. 17.
17 is a miss. That's a big fat miss.
Okay.
Got that dragon thickness.
Hold on. He's weird. That's all he does. Oh no, he's got one other thing. He swings his fist again.
What?
13. That's a miss also, Jeff.
17 misses.
That is definitely a miss.
All right, next up is Silmorn, who is the only person that can see in the darkness.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and continue to be the only one that can see in the darkness.
I'm going to move around to there, which then moves the darkness with me.
Okay.
So the dark purple one is the one I'm able to move, and it's really beautifully drawn, so I don't want to entertain any thoughts to the opposite.
Okay, well, I'm going to delete mine. Oh, wait.
Or yours, whatever.
I do what I want.
The DM, goddammit.
All right, go ahead.
And I'm going to shout to Jeff that if he goes behind him, if he backs up, he'll be safe. And then I'm going to smash this guy with a hammer, doing the exact same thing. -5 plus 10.
Okay.
And that is a 16 for 19 damage.
Nope.
A 18 for 24 damage.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, and then having hit him, I'm going to move again. And that is it for me.
Next up are the mummies. I wonder what that means. I wasn't expecting the whole room to be dark. One. By the way, mummies can't move very far.
Yeah, they're pretty slow. Otherwise, they'd be
This
way
one steps partially into the darkness, but he can see Tila. And,
Yeah, it's partial coverage.
like, how is it that I don't know that partial coverage means anything in this situation?
Yeah.
I think the normal ruling in a situation like that is if the square is more than half covered, it's entirely covered, and if less than half, it's not covered at all.
Okay, I think it's less than half.
Yeah, both of those are definitely less than half.
So he is going to swing his fist at you, Tila,
Oh, good.
and he's going to miss.
All right.
And then he's going to stare into your soul.
Oh no, he's doing it.
I don't want that.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Jeff, what's your bonus on that?
The bonus, if you are within 10 feet of me, which she is.
Mm.
Yep.
It's
you
plus
get
2, right?
Plus 3 to all saving throws.
So just do your wisdom save.
Okay.
And nothing happens. This zombie is gonna... He can go 1 through 3 places, so let's... That is... Okay, 3. He goes that way. He goes that way. Next up is Jeff, who is blind. And knows that there's a monster in front of him.
I mean, that was the last thing I saw, right? He was directly in front of me.
Yeah. No, you didn't see him directly in front of you, but he has tried to attack you, and you could feel his presence by him swinging. So if you wanted to attack him, you could do it with disadvantage because of Clay's darkness thing.
Okay. Well, that sounds reasonable. Yes.
Nope.
No, I'm not gonna try to argue with DM.
About what?
Mechanics. You're the arbitrator. You said attack with disadvantage.
Well, he has disadvantage anyway because it's dark.
He does.
And he knows, he has a general idea where he's at based on being swung at.
That's a crit.
And he just crit, so he's going to hit. Oh, sorry, it was disadvantage.
Oh, well, 15 still hits, right?
It does not.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Well, I swing around in the darkness, bumbling blindly.
Okay, well, I'm under the impression that you swing your weapon twice. Oh, and you rolled a 1 that time.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Shits himself and does nothing.
Yeah, you pretty much shit yourself. Next up is Scott. He can see, and he can see a mummy.
Should be able to see 2 mummies.
Yeah, looks like he's got line of sight on 2 of them.
This
I don't
is
know if
fancy boy.
I don't know if that is helpful.
I figure the wizard probably pissed at this point because he was like trying to back out, and then our warlock just decided he was gonna like go bananas.
Oh, as soon as your turn starts, Scott, the mummy yells out, "Proper respect!"
That's what Davril was yelling as the mummy was yelling. Proper respect!
Yeah, and the mummy didn't show me any. So, now I'm teaching lessons.
Respect lessons. They're
So
free.
Davril is going to send a firebolt over Tiny Tila into the mummy that he can see.
Okay.
Why are you throwing firebolts at me?
He might be if he rolls poorly.
Over your head.
13
That's a hit.
Skaboosh.
for 14 damage.
You pound a fireball into him. It looks like it looks like it burns some of his rags away, but he's not very worse for wear. Is that everything in Davril's arsenal currently?
Everything that Davril can currently do, and as he casts it again, he just proper respect.
Pikey?
I don't even know. I was not expecting to fight these damn things.
Time to kill.
Yeah, I don't have very much.
I'll tell you one thing. They love hugs.
Oh, yes. I love
That's a thing.
He's got no reason to lie about that.
Let's try this on this guy. Since I can see him, we're both visible. He could see me. He swung at me.
You've got to get inside of them. It's the only way.
Okay, so the one right in front of you needs to make a DC saving throw.
Yes. Wisdom.
That didn't go well. He is hearing whispers in his brain. What do the whispers say?
Proper respect.
And then he books it as far as he can go, right?
Yup.
Dissonant Whispers isn't the books, is it? Oh yeah, it is.
Okay, so
So
one,
into
two.
the darkness.
Yeah.
So he runs away.
I
His
mean,
fu-
this is technically further, so.
Oh. That corner from that corner from me?
Next up is Didarius,
I tried not to.
who yells out proper respect and attacks Jeff again.
Hey,
Just-
yeah,
Sup?
that's amazing. No, nothing.
He swings at Jeff and gets and misses.
0.
He misses, and then he swings at you again. And he hits!
No, he
oh
doesn't.
no.
He fucking did it! Good job.
Fucking did.
How?
Ow.
He rolled a 22 and a 27.
Yeah, that hits. Okay.
I'm gonna need you to make a con saving throw, Jeff.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
shit.
Okay,
Including yourself, I get a +3 to that.
you get a +3?
Yep.
That doesn't help.
I like the way you said +3, like hopeful.
And I'm
Yeah,
immune to
+3? Yeah.
so if it's mummy rot,
You're immune to what?
disease.
Is mummy rot a disease?
Yes.
It absolutely is.
You're immune to it? How are you immune to it?
Because I have divine health, paladin 3rd level.
Oh, it's a curse.
What?
It says cursed with mummy rot.
It's a disease.
Hold on. Is
Oh.
mummy rot a disease?
No, you want rotting fist, not mummy rot.
I think it's a curse, Jeff.
I hate to agree
yeah.
because it doesn't do me any favors, but yeah.
God damn it. Whatever. Fuck it. Alright.
So go ahead and take 32 damage.
What?
Oh, you too.
And you cannot regain hit points, and your maximum hit points are decreased by 3d6.
No, take the median. Take the median.
Or 10.
That's every day.
Oh my god. What? How does he get healed from that?
So,
Yes.
so you didn't take the median.
Or get a remove curse.
So your max health is reduced by 12, and you took 32 damage. And I think you can get your health back if you
Not up to the cap.
if you remove the curse.
Correct.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
not
you have to.
permanent.
Yeah.
All right, so the Mummy Lord did you a solid hit. That's his turn. He can't do his fun thing because it's dark.
So it's confirmed it's a mummy lord. Thank you.
Damn it! I gave away my secret. Next up is Silmorn.
What? You just keep saying
No.
things and I can't hear you.
No, go ahead.
I'm going to smash the Mummy Lord again. -5 plus 10.
Okay.
Uh, 21 for 22 damage.
That's a hit. Said 22 damage.
Yes.
He takes a thud to the gut.
Thud.
Then I'm going to do it again.
His entrails spill out.
Ash spills out.
19 for 21 damage.
Oh, that hurt like son of a bitch. I want to play the other. Let's go back to Bolo.
That is how he talks now.
I'm not going to maintain a southern accent for one more round of combat.
He's
Come
one
on.
of the Southern mummy lords.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that hurt. Alright. This is how we talks now.
Oh god.
Hey,
Oh,
hey
God.
y'all. Hey y'all.
Proper respect, y'all.
Now I want to kill him.
I done said proper respect.
You got anything else, Clay?
No, I moved though, so the darkness moved accordingly.
Oh god, I still can't see y'all.
Y'all is
I
a
can't-
Can y'all just show the proper respect and get the fuck out of my tomb?
I'm about
Oh
to show you
my God.
proper
Get
respect.
off my lawn?
So in this house, y'all is a banned word. Eileen heard me say it from across the house and came to the room and was just like, hands on hips.
What the fuck?
And now she's standing outside the room going, what are you doing?
Oh, you need to shift to speakers. Do
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
Shift to speakers. I will say y'all over and over again. Because that's just how I talk. Y'all.
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 It's like, no, we're not doing anything improper here.
No, she's going, you're making me look bad. And I'm like, no.
I'm from the eastern side of Washington, so I definitely say y'all.
I'm from Alabama. I definitely said y'all.
Born and bred in Georgia. Y'all.
Y'all.
All right. Let's wrap up this combat.
All right.
Jeff. Oh, wait, no, it's the mummies. The mummies first.
Say, yeah,
No, I heard Jeff.
All right, let's find out which way the mummies move in the dark this time. This one moves 1, 2, 3 out of the darkness. This one is blind. Y'all need to get your act together and protect me.
Proper respect, y'all.
And this one moves right there. But he doesn't know where Silmorn is, so I don't know if it does any good.
That first one's kind of in an interesting space because he's not in the darkness, but all three of the squares near him are.
I'm gonna find out if this one attacks the right square. I'm gonna roll a 1d4. Sorry, I'm gonna roll one.
You need to roll a 1d8.
1d8, one starting right here and going left to right.
Why don't you just do clockwise? That's
Sure,
easier.
we'll do that. 1d8 to 7.
So he
That
misses.
hits me. Or he attacks me, at least.
No, he attacks right there.
Yeah, he attacks just below, just to the south, because you're 8.
Yeah.
Don't worry, he gets another chance because he's got multi-attack.
There it is.
There we go. All right. So he is going to attack your square, but he's going to do so with disadvantage in the dark. Seven.
That does not hit.
He was going to do 26 fucking damage.
No, he wasn't.
That's all three of them that can move in the light. This other one is gonna 1, 2, 3 move up to Tila and whack her with a rotting fist.
wow.
19.
Don't you have specific advantages against that?
Also, you can,
Somewhere.
Actually, aren't you wait, no, it's a curse, so you're not.
you can say bad things to him and make him miss you.
Say bad
That
things
is,
to him.
that is true. You do have.
You're a jerk. Stop it.
Oh,
Hey, y'all!
hey, y'all. I don't know that I have that. Oh, cutting work.
Yeah, you can use that.
As a reaction,
Mm.
you can use one bardic. 1d8 and subtract the number from the roll. You gonna do that?
Yep.
All right. Go ahead.
If you roll a 19, you should be able to reasonably take him down.
Unless you roll a 1.
Yeah, if he rolls a 25, 1d8.
What's your AC? What's your AC?
I think it's 15.
Should be higher than that.
She's within 10 feet of Jeff as well, so she gets that +3 to save.
Where's my
fuck.
DC?
We're not at save yet. We're at armor class still.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know where it is. What is it?
It says 13, but that's not right.
That's my ace. Oh, yeah. 13.
Her natural AC should be 18. Is she wearing anything to... Or, I'm sorry, 13.
She's wearing studded
Yeah.
leather.
So that should be 11 plus your dex mod, right?
Guess it never got calculated over.
Studded leather is 12 AC.
Well, it's 12
Okay.
plus Dex mod, and her Dex mod is hiding from me right now.
4?
Is it 4? Even if it's 4, it doesn't matter.
Sorry, 1.
Yeah, that's weird.
So 13 AC is right.
Yeah.
All right. So you take 24 damage,
Nice.
and I need you to roll me a con save.
Not good.
And reduce your maximum health by 3d6 or 10 if you're feeling fancy. And you're probably going to want to clear that curse up or else you'll die eventually.
10 hit points a day until you hit 0, and then you die.
How much health points does
How
Oh,
much is it? I have to decrease it for 10?
Yeah, every 24
Your
hours.
maximum by 10,
Okay.
not your current. So it doesn't actually do any more damage.
Oh.
It just limits the amount of.
I can,
Until you get the curse,
no,
which
I
Jeff
can't.
should be.
yeah, Jeff can take care of that probably.
I can't. I can do poisons and diseases, not curses.
You're a paladin.
Next
Paladins?
up is Jeff, who is taking a beating.
Swamping.
Oh, I'm sorry. This mummy has one more thing it can do. Sorry, Pikey. This isn't going to be fun. I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw. He's glaring at you, menacing, like saying, "Y'all best get out of here."
Grumbling.
You're fine.
He's grumbling.
He grumbles and then he spits up his tongue and it's on the floor.
Along with a healthy
Amount of bile.
of snuff.
Yeah, he's got some chewing tobacco he spits out.
Along with his tongue.
Along with his tongue. Alright, Jeff, do something paladin-like. Blindly flail.
Yeah, I guess I'll try again. Try not to fuck up this time.
It's hard to... It's a miss. You have disadvantage. Oh, wait. This is an odd thing.
15?
So, does he have... If he is... Y'all are flanking him at this point.
We were flanking before.
Does that change anything? I don't think it changes anything.
I think because of the magical darkness it doesn't, but normally it would.
So normally what happens when there's advantage and disadvantage granted at the same time is that they just cancel each other out,
Right.
and neither advantage or disadvantage stack. So even if you've got 3 advantages and only 1 disadvantage, you're still just normal.
Right. So, I'm going to rule that flanking doesn't matter in the darkness because no one can see anything anyway.
Right.
And,
So 15? Miss?
yeah, 15 miss. But you have another attack, so let's see if that one connects.
Actually hitting us with.
Fists.
Nope.
Aren't I immune to
And another miss. Don't you... Are you blessed or something?
What difference would that make?
I have no idea. I don't know
Hey, Sean.
paladin shit. Sup?
We need to retcon a little bit. The Pikey doesn't really give a flying fuck about bludgeoning damage, so how much of that was necrotic?
11 necrotic.
So that's all the damage you actually took.
You don't take any damage from bludgeoning?
No.
She's immune to non-magical bludgeoning.
Alright, well you only took 11.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure it out and just couldn't find the spell.
We're going to have to figure out this damage immunity thing.
D4. Silvered weapons or magical weapons, essentially.
So this might be a question that comes up later, but she is cursed with lycanthropy, and now she has the.
Can I get double cursed, or do I have an immunity from curse?
Can you like you've got a double curse, but if a curse is lifted, does that lift her wear curse?
Yeah.
Can you selectively remove curses? I don't know.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
You might have to find a special were-tiger priest.
Oh,
Well, it's your call on that.
We don't have to worry about that right this second. So we
Yeah,
won't.
that's just a question for later.
I'll do some research. Next up is Davril.
Davril, having seen Tila be attacked by a mummy, he's gonna yell again, "Proper respect!" and streak a lightning bolt, or not a lightning bolt, but a firebolt at that mummy. For 22
That's a hit.
for 8 damage.
Skadoosh.
Oh, he's vulnerable to fire.
So he should have taken
Quad
double
damage.
for the other one. That was 14, should have been 28 for the other guy.
I'll fix him. Don't worry. He minus another 14. Okay.
So
You,
16 damage. to
You
him.
scorch him. Next up is Pikey, the non-bludgeoner.
yeah.
Pikey Hammerbane.
I think that's a good name. I'd keep it.
Little do they know it's because she's a f***ing werewolf.
Yeah.
They're all just like, damn, the hammers just bounce right off of her.
That's not great.
What the mummies are saying. They're chuckling to themselves.
Let's see if I can actually use this.
Well, you ever seen anything like that, Pete? Nope.
Is the mummy
no.
humanoid?
I would say he's undead is not humanoid.
Okay. That was my question.
I'm googling that though. Okay, yeah. It is not humanoid for the spell effect.
Okay.
Hit him with your were claws. Turn him into a were mummy.
Pete, you ever seen anything like that? No.
Or you see nothing like this.
I wanted to do Dissonant Whispers. as well.
Alrighty. I'm scared.
The mummies keep doing the shake and bake thing.
I mean, on this guy that I can.
They bump into each other in the darkness and shake and bake on just on it's like an instinct thing they do. Alright, so I gotta do a saber throw. 15
Yes.
DC wisdom. Alright, how wise am I? I am the least wise that ever did.
So
And I'm gonna
that's
take
23.
23. Okay. And then
I
he
cast it as a level 3.
runs away.
Yeah.
All
As
right.
far as he can get with his movement.
He says, "I'm out at 5,000," and out, and he runs into the darkness because he's a dumb motherfucker.
Yeah, dumb motherfucker.
All right. Next up is the Didarius. I think you were the last person to hit him, Clay. Is that correct?
Yes, I was standing here at the time, though.
You're standing right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then he's going to continue. He is going to. He's going to attack that square, miss, find out you're not there, and then he's going to use his second attack to strike at 1d8 and try to hit.
Do 1d7. He knows I'm not in this one.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And he swings at right here and misses. Where the fuck are you? Get off my yard.
Proper respect.
Proper respect.
Now he's Southern Irish.
I just want to lean in and whisper in his mummy ear. Right here.
and then hit him with the mace?
Maybe a little bit.
You whisper in his ear and he jumps.
But I've got the mace over his head, so when
And-
he jumps,
And then you do how much damage?
-5 plus 10. So 20 for 17 damage.
And you brained him.
I brained him.
You brained him.
Does he fall down brained, or just a little brained?
He did.
Alright then. Well, I'm going to take this time to go ahead and say my special thank you to this guy for coming to the party as well.
Okay. Well, you don't have to.
Oh, do they fall over as well?
They fall over as well.
Ain't that a bitch.
The as the leader of the mummies dies, the other mummies are released from servitude and turned to dust.
Are they happy
Well-
about this or sad?
Says bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.
Since nobody can really see what's going on, do we hear anything going on?
You hear the mummy say bye, y'all.
And as soon as the first one drops, I drop concentration, so now you can see 5 corpses. Which I'm going
Alright.
to take credit for all of them.
And I'm gonna yell at Silmorn, destroy the heart.
Didarius turned to ash.
Yeah.
Well,
which
mummy
heart would
lords
you
have
like?
the mummy lords have a special property.
Hold on.
Davril knows this.
Everyone knows this.
Studied scholar such as Davril knows this.
I mean, if you can tell me where the heart is, I will hit it with a hammer. That is my solemn promise to you, sir.
He's gonna pull a Reinhardt and hammer.
It is not in his body.
Is it in the sarcophagus? I want to poke around in there. That's what I was coming up.
So Davril quickly explains that if the heart of a mummy lord is not defeated, within a day its body will regenerate 5 feet from wherever the heart is. Which means his heart should be somewhere nearby.
Yeah, I'm thinking that sounds like it's in the sarcophagus, base of the sarcophagus, hidden really well. So let's look in the easy place first.
So you look in the sarcophagus and you see a jar.
Ooh. I'm gonna toss it to Davril, hoping that he misses.
Okay, so make an attack roll against. Oh wait, no.
Okay.
Scott, make a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand?
It's either a sleight of hand or an athletics.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is an intentionally bad throw. I'm trying to get
I'll do
that your
sleight of hand.
and the heart be sitting there for you.
4.
Okay, you reach out in the wrong direction, and the jar goes flying against the other side of your head and just crashes into the ground, shattering. And there's this stone heart-looking thing on the ground.
The heart of stone.
Take a bite of it, dude. Steal his courage.
Oh my god.
So I'll basically, if the heart is just on the ground, I'm just going to pelt it. I'm gonna, freeze it with Ray of Frost and then just hammer it with firebolts.
All right, you freeze it, and then you melt it into nothing. It's gone.
You didn't smash it into dust and
It's melted.
Yeah, it's nothing left, right?
There's nothing left for it.
Alright, well then. Let's start pillaging this tomb with proper respect.
respectfully desecrate the corpses.
Am I the only one that was cursed, or did anybody else get cursed
Jeff is also cursed.
I am
that we
cursed.
should take care of?
Does that mean I get to be like a Pikey and be cool half mummy?
No,
4 hours before
you're gonna lose more and more health every day until you die.
Every day till you die.
I'm not some kind of badass hybrid.
Nope.
man.
I was hoping that if there'd be cursed and you couldn't get another one. They stack.
I think, Jeff, you have the ability to learn Remove Curse.
At some point, but I don't have it right now.
Okay. Is it one of those spells that you can swap out for?
I'll have to look back through. Let's see.
Okay, because I know you can reset your spells during a long rest or a short rest.
Yeah, I do not think that I have anything that removes curse at the moment.
Definitely worth investigating it. What would you like to do in the sarcophagus room?
Not die.
Silmorn investigated the sarcophagus and found the jar. Was there anything else?
There was not.
So what of the frescoes on the wall?
They are shredded from the zombies coming out of them. And you see, like, what appears to be, like, upright sarcophaguses, but not nearly as nice and not nearly as deep. There's like a pod that they could step out of.
So like the Drogcar pods from Skyrim, basically.
Yes, exactly that.
Okay. Is anything noticeable? I would like to search for traps.
You would like to search for traps. Okay. You find no traps.
Find no traps. All right. Can I search the walls for anything that might stand out?
Sure. You find nothing.
Find nothing. Can I investigate the Mummy Lord's ashy body?
You can. There is ash.
Ash.
This is a very empty room.
All right. I guess we better move on then.
Where would the party like to go?
Well, in the last room, there was a door leading south. If anyone would like to... As Davril moves back in and approaches the dead body again.
Oh, you did hear the hollow clunk in this room.
And that's why I searched the walls for anything.
Sorry, you searched for traps.
I searched for traps, and then I searched...
Yes. You searched for... Well, you already knew where the hollow clunk was. And knowing where it was, Davril walks up, knocks on the wall, clearly finding out that there is what appears to be a rectangular shape area of hollowness on the other side.
Okay. All right, we'll do this. So I'll turn over to Numaragas and I'll be like, "Hey, you, come over here. Come right here." And then I'm going to point my staff at the wall and frost the rectangle over with just cold, just freeze the wall out. And I want Numaragas to hit it as hard as he can with his hammer.
Hammer time.
Okay. The wall can't dodge. Go ahead and just roll damage.
It's 2d6, so...
That was not an impressive hit.
No, sorry, I need to roll one more.
What are you rolling for?
Hey! It was supposed to be 2d6. I accidentally rolled one.
You can see cracks forming in the wall as you beat at the ice and the stone, but it hasn't given way.
But it's cracking, but not giving way.
Yes.
As in the ice is cracking, or the wall is cracking?
The wall is cracking.
Okay.
Do you want me to hit it?
Yeah.
Because my hammer's bigger than yours.
Summon your packed maul. Give it a whack.
Alright, and this is a wall, so I'm going to assume I'm not going to miss and do my my -5 plus 10 daily. And hit for 22.
You hit for 22 damage?
Yeah.
That, the wall just collapses and crumbles down. Basically, gravel and ice fall to the ground, and through the area, you see a thing that I will get to show you very now.
Just reveal the area. There you go.
You see 6 lizard folk with their javelins trained on you.
Well, that's not happy fun times.
And they all had a ready to action to chuck spears from all the noise you made from destroying the wall. So, it looks like Silmorn was definitely up in front when it happened. Who was not up in front when it happened?
I would assume that I would have switched positions with with Silmorn when he started hammering at the wall. So,
Yeah, I think that's a fair assumption. You want to move down one, and I'll move into your spot.
yeah.
So I need Jeff and Clay to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Chances are good I don't do worse than Jeff. So that's...
Well, I get a +3 to that, so
It doesn't matter.
So does he.
yeah.
So- Silmorn dodges out of the way, and Jeff, you take a javelin hit.
What is that, like 2 damage?
You take 2 javelins for 10 damage.
Ouch. Dragonman roars in pain.
And I think this is a good place to
Stop.
Yeah, I would say so.
Two spears to the chest. Good stopping point.
So yeah, y'all have bypassed a lot, which is great because I don't want to be in this dungeon any longer than we have to be. So yeah, just keep going the course, in my opinion.
Steady as she goes.
Any questions, concerns before I say bye-bye to the internet?
Au revoir, internet.
I assume same time next week.
Same time next week. Bye-bye, internet.
All right.